On my mark. 5.
We're on express elevator to hell. Going down.
2. 1. Mark.
Hey, everybody. We live now?
Hello. What's up?
Welcome to the Resupply Plays Dungeons & Dragons, Episode 1, titled TBD, because I have no idea what's going to happen.
I got a bad case of TBD.
So welcome, everybody, from the Resupply and Laser Tag community, and thanks to everybody from the Adventurers Pack chat and any place else that you're coming from the internet to watch us play D&D. And we're going to have a sort of introductory session. All the characters are made. This is going to be session 1, but we have some new players among us. So if you're new to D&D, this will be a learning experience for you as it is for them, and we're going to walk through it together. Before we get started with all that, I'd like to introduce our wonderful cast of characters. So starting with my man Steve, who are you going to be playing in this glorious campaign?
So my character's name is Tudor. You want to know a little bit about Tudor?
We do.
Okay, so Tudor is a half-elf sorcerer. His whakapapa, or bloodlines, can be traced back to the high elf, Awahi Tudor, who was the god of comets and fire. Now, Awahi Tudor had a secret relationship with a mortal woman whose name was Moana, and that was Tudor's mother. But so he was kind of born out of wedlock, born out of wedlock, right? Now, because his bloodlines, his father was basically a god, that's where the source of his powers come from. So he is quite proficient with fire. He doesn't know why, but he just is.
Yeah. So you're a divine soul sorcerer.
That's
for those keeping up with the D&D lore here. Cool.
Yeah, it's my first time, so like go easy.
Be gentle, chat. These are just my buddies. All right, Al, who are you going to be playing?
I'm playing Zashir Mostana, who is a light domain cleric. He is the fourth son of a minor noble from the Kalishan Republic, and he's been sent on mission by the cult that he's a part of, the cult of Seraphiel the Celestial. And he's not exactly sure what that means, but when they kicked him out the door, they went, go on mission. And so he's doing that. He's teamed up with his big brother, Korg, who Paul will talk about later. And he's a bit excited to be adventuring. You know, it's a bit of fun. We'll meet some people. We'll do some stuff. See the world. Being a fourth son, I have been locked away for a number of years. Our family live by the eldest son rules. The second son is the heir. The third son goes into the army, and the fourth son goes to the clergy. And so I got booted there very young, and I've been there a long time, and I'm big excited to be out in the world.
Excellent. Well, let's bring in your brother here first to talk about his character. So, Paul, why don't you tell us about Korg?
Like you said, got sent to the army. Not particularly happy about it. Got to do what you got to do. And now I've got to look after the little shit.
And Korg, your brother Zashir is just a regular old human, but your lineage is a little bit different. What's different about you, Korg?
Well, you know, parents got busy during a mana storm, and I turned out a little different.
It's a little different. It's a little rocky.
Was Mana Storm the name of the postman by any chance? Because you know, Mana Storm's awfully convenient, right?
Says you wearing a tutu.
Let's just say polite people don't ask too many questions.
Yeah, that's right.
They are a noble family.
Especially, you know, minor noble family.
Yeah, minor being operative.
Someone got given the rock.
So yeah, Korg is an Earth Genasi fighter, and is going to be the natural protector for his little bro, the the uppity little light cleric Zashir. And last but not least, we have our most experienced D&D player, Mr. Wayne. Why don't you tell us about McConaughey Muse?
All right, McConaughey Muse. He is a wood elf druid. He lives out in the woods with his hetero life mate, Barbarian Bob. So he met Bob when he was young at the front of a tavern when his mum went into score. He's been hanging out with Bob ever since. Now they live out in the woods. He uses his druid craft to help certain plants grow a lot faster than normal. He ventures into town to sell his wares. Also makes his own alcohol. Very skilled in both of these.
We're going to be fast friends.
But he's noticed that his woods are getting smaller and smaller because the local farms are encroaching in on the woods. So he is going to go on a quest to make his fortune so he can buy all the farmlands and just have the biggest growing area around and keep all his friends in the forest, especially the wild turkeys, because they're his favorite, and have a happy forest family.
20 gold, little man.
Excellent. So the Fellowship of the Ring, this is not, but we're gonna have a good time with it. So we have up here for everybody, this is our regional map for the campaign for the world of Terra, which is my homebrew D&D setting. So just not to get into everything here, but in kind of the lower portion of the map, they're going to be starting right around here where I'm pinging. They're on their way to the city of Obertal for a harvest festival. Obertal is part of the Kalashite Republic, centered in the capital of Kalashan down here, which is a growing regional power, but it's being challenged by invaders from across the sea, the Dominion of Aquilonia, which has sent its forces into the area and have recently established this mysterious quarantine zone off to the west.
They took our jabs.
Nobody's too sure what's going on there, but we'll see what the campaign brings. But for now, our trusty adventurers are on their way to Obertal from the city of Rendar down here. So are you guys ready to get things started?
Let's do it.
Here we go. All right, I'm going to switch everybody's view here and take us to a new screen.
First thing to do, banish any American players to the quarantine zone.
This is good advice for everybody.
Yeah,
all right, so everybody see our new map here. I've recentered the road.
Oh, that's cool. So I haven't seen any of this, right? Like, this is all very new to me, and that is dope.
Yeah, so we're gonna be switching maps every now and again. So these are the tokens for our players, and hopefully the names are visible for you here, Steve.
Yeah, you can see everything.
Yeah, so the way this is gonna work is we're running the stream off of Tura's rig, his computer at his place. So you guys will only see what the players see. Now, for that reason, I've turned off a few settings on Roll20, which I guess I should have mentioned that off the go. We're playing on Roll20.net. We're not sponsored, but we are using their app, so thank you very much, Roll20. So you'll see what the players see, and anything that I bring in from the GM layer, you'll see when it's revealed to the rest of the players. So it's a cloudy but pleasant day as gusts of crisp air occasionally whip at your cloaks to herald the changing of the seasons, with it being the harvest festival. The trees along the road display a few fringes of summer green and a vast sea of golden yellows, fiery oranges, and crimson reds. It's been a long journey from the city of Rendar, and you're looking forward to partaking in the celebration of the Harvest Festival in Obertal. So what have you all been discussing on your travels? What have you been thinking about, or what are you mindful of as you are trekking up the road together?
I've been wondering when Muse, when you gonna give me a wee sample of your harvest.
You don't remember last night?
No, oh,
That's how good the
okay,
sample was.
that's been on my mind all morning, but clearly
Yeah.
I did. Clearly we had a good night.
We have a good night every night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good night. He gave you two little bits of whatever that was, and you were asleep in
Well,
seconds
It
with just like fire coming out of you. It was bad.
it's medicinal. I got cataracts.
And that's helping how?
What was that?
I said, and that's helping how?
Medicine. Yeah, that's how.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've also been wondering, like, the Mostana boys. Yeah, just because I don't know a lot about you guys.
That's the way I like it.
Are you sure you sure you got the same daddy?
He's absolutely my brother.
Oh yeah, you probably have the same mum.
He's just as grumpy as Dad is.
Yeah, okay, right on.
Whatever.
See?
So, how much further is it to the Harvest Festival? Because I mean, we just kind of started out, but I already am exhausted.
And I need a beer.
I can't wait. This is gonna be like mead, so much mead.
Me.
There will definitely be mead that will be available. Mead, beer, wine, all kinds of spirits that are available, and maybe some herbs on the side if Muse is doing his part. So you guys should be able to control your tokens here on the map. So if you want to move up the road a little bit, you'll hopefully see as you kind of proceed up here, 3 little unmarked gravestones on the left side of the road. Are you guys able to move your tokens up there? Okay.
Hey.
You keep
So
going a little
these
ways.
things? Is that what we're going for, or there's
Yeah,
something further?
right
Oh.
up here.
Okay. It helps if you look at everything properly.
Oh,
no worries.
There we go. We got it.
Yeah, so just show me what your guys' order is. What's the way you're going up the road? Who's in front? Who's in the back?
I like to hang back a little.
I'm really excited, so I'm right up there. I want to see it.
All right. So if you go to check them out. So yeah, it's not real usual for you to see graves like this that are marked just on the side of the road. So people in ancient times used to bury their dead and mark their locations, but ever since a war over 1,000 years ago, where necromancers used to raise people from the dead and use them as fallen soldiers in a sort of recycling center, shall we say, for military conflicts. People have been more careful about usually cremating their dead to prevent untoward things from happening. But these are maybe ancient stones that have been unearthed, but it seems that any markings as to who was here have been worn away over time. But as you proceed up this path and you're studying these stones, there's a slight rustle in the bushes. And then suddenly a handful of mean-looking, bronzed-skinned, almost jaundiced-looking creatures with rusted scimitars and crude shortbows leap out and brandish their weapons. 2 of them in the back seem to be missing their ears, and I'll pull these guys into the regular layer here. If we can do that. Whoops.
Chopper.
Missing their ears.
Chopper Reed.
Get your ears off.
Or is there a bounty on ears? We're supposed to collect and get some money for it?
You're not too sure what's going on here, but these nasty little guys
We are surrounded.
come out here. And the one in front, this guy right here in the center, who seems to be leading this little rabble, he pops up. He points his sword at your group and he demands, "Yeah, pay us the road tax. Give us your money." The others sort of agree and say, yeah, give us your money. They have a sharp little cackle.
How's about kiss my ass?
Classic Korg.
Classic Cog.
Well, so
Yeah, so-
they're taking their direction from that big dude over there. So I reckon maybe if we dispatch of him, the others will probably shrink away because the rest of them, let's be fair, they look like bitches. So
yeah. So I think that's probably time that it's going to be some roll initiative time. So if each of you will click your tokens and click on the initiative macro that I set for you guys in the upper left.
Yeah. Initiative.
Is that the red one?
Done. Ooh.
Go.
See, a couple people have.
I don't know what I clicked.
Oh, Goblin rolls a natural 20. Rude.
Did I do it good?
This could be a short session here. Let's see.
And then
what am I clicking?
See, you need to make sure your token is selected before you roll initiative. So
it's the red button.
No, click it, and then the button up the top left-hand corner says initiative.
Yeah, if you click on your token
up there.
Yep.
It's below my thingy. Initiative.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and resort this turn order. So yeah, it looks like the goblins here are gonna go first. So when a Korg suggests that they kiss your posteriors, the goblins seem to take offense to that, and the boss directs them to attack. So one goblin is going to come up here, and he is going to try his hand and take a swing at Zashir with his scimitar.
Oh.
So Zashir, he rolls an 18 to hit you. What is your armor class?
My armor class is not that good. Is 17.
Oh, he just hits you. So you take 3 slashing damage from his scimitar.
And you're dead.
So you can
No, I'm at 8.
You can mark that on your character sheet under hit points. Yep. You can also, if you see these little buttons that are directly, the little bubbles that are directly above your token, you can also just
rewrite.
You can also click in that box. You can even do -3, and it will readjust already for you. And since it's tracked to your hit points, it will keep track of it there. So that's goblin number 1. The second goblin, he's going to rush at the one who insulted him down here at Korg. So he's going to try his scimitar at you. He rolls an 11 to hit. I'm going to guess that probably doesn't hit you, Korg. Would I be doing? What's your armor class on your character sheet?
Let me find the character sheet.
Yes, yeah. So open your journal and open your character sheet here.
Finally, you show some initiative. Crum hates sneak attacks.
Armor class is 18.
Yeah, so he does not hit you. So, Korg, how do you deflect this attack? Do you dodge out of the way, or do you shove it away with your shield?
Yeah, that's what I got a shield for.
Yeah, so the goblin swings at you. You just very casually just pop up your shield and push the scimitar away as though it's a minor annoyance and nothing else.
No, it is. It's rusty and all.
Yep. The other 2 goblins are, one here is going to step up onto this rock, and he's going to shoot his bow at Tudora.
Shit.
He rolls a 10 to hit you.
So my armor class is 12.
Yep, so he does not hit you. So what happens? What happens when this goblin shoots at you?
Muse happened to be consuming something at the time, and a plume of smoke puffed out, and it happened to obstruct the view of the orc just enough for the arrow to whiz past my head. Yeah.
Fortunate timing. All right. Yeah. So after the arrow misses, the goblin looks like he's a little concerned that the arrow missed you. So he's gonna hop off that rock, and he's gonna take a couple steps back here.
Pussy.
The other one is gonna try the same shenanigans, and he's gonna shoot at Muse. He rolls a 15 to hit. What's your armor class, Muse?
It is 16, my friend.
Ooh. Okay, so how do you manage to evade this attack from the goblin?
So after seeing the arrow whiz by Tora's head, I pointed him like, "Oh, what the fuck, dude!" And then do a little lean my head back, straight past my face.
Oh, that's magic.
That was magic. All right, so that's it for the goblins' turn. They've all had their chance. The other two goblins who came up and tried to get in close with you guys, they're going to use their nimble escape feature to disengage, which means that they're going to avoid an attack of opportunity from you two, and they're going to back up close to the boss here.
Oh, the old human shield, eh?
Okay.
All right, next up is Tura.
All right. So, what kind of range do I have on, say, my firebolt?
I think it's like 120 feet. These guys are definitely in range for you.
Okay. So, I'm gonna. I'm mad at this point because I hate when people shoot arrows at me. It's just not cool.
Seems reasonable.
Stupid goblins. So I'm gonna tap into the strength of my taonga, made from jade or ponamu, which is named Hotor, and with the power of Hotor, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the leader of the
leader.
goblins.
So this guy up here.
That guy there, yeah.
Okay, so he's partly covered by his other guys. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to hit him. You're certainly, of course, still free to take that shot, but he's going to be a little bit harder to hit.
If I shoot, does a firebolt have a column? So, it does spread damage, or does it?
No, it's just a little projectile.
Okay, cool. What about burning hands?
So that you'd want to be close to him for burning hands, because that's a cone that originates from you.
Okay, so I'm gonna use firebolt on the goblin directly in front of him, the one on the right.
This guy right here.
There you go, right there.
Okay, so go ahead.
Back of the head.
So go ahead and click that firebolt attack on your character sheet there.
On the character sheet, firebolt. Just click it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
First attack roll, 25 to hit.
Boom.
That is for sure.
Nice.
Eat it.
Good work, sir.
So yeah, it does 9 fire damage. So describe to me how this firebolt has dispatched this ugly little goblin.
So I raise my hand and I say, "Firebolt, go!" Which normally when we're in party mode, that's something, a different type of fireball. But in this instance, a flaming hot ball materializes from my hand and shoots out at incredible speed and smacks the goblin right in the face, burning off all of his eyebrows and whatever hair he kind of has left.
Yeah, so there's not much left in a way of eyebrows or hair or head for that matter. The goblin falls to the ground, a charred ruin, much to a look of fear has been ignited in the eyes of the other goblin next to him. And
Get smoked, goblin fool.
They're maybe having some second thoughts here about taking on this allegedly unarmed traveler here on the road. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Now, could I shimmy into the bushes for any sort of cover?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can move up to 6 squares on your turn, but the bushes, those are difficult terrain. So those basically take 2 squares of movement for every square you move into them.
There is a rock.
But yeah, you can definitely try to
rock down here, down by the other 2.
Yeah, you want to click and hold to ping where you're pointing at.
Oh, okay. There's a rock here.
Mm-hmm.
If I move there, will that provide some cover from these guys behind us? Assuming they
potentially.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna combat roll like a nimble fox behind this rock here, and then flip them the bird.
Okay, nice. I like it. Okay, next up we have Muse. What are you doing on your turn here?
All right.
All right. First of all, I'm just going to be doing like a little break dance off, and then do a little spin move, and I'm just going to casually fire off a short bow arrow at the guy up the second one up near the leader. So I don't know how to ping. Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Go for it.
That's an ugly looking dude.
Yeah, he looks shit. So I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh,
Oof.
but that's a natural one right there. So the arrow goes soaring
Ooh.
over his head and
You
then
got
off into the bushes.
You gotta lay off them herbs.
Oh shit! I'm just gonna have another. Ooh,
So you've maybe enjoyed those a little bit too much.
a little much. And then I'm gonna come up behind my big rock boy Cog here, and just back to back with him. Just because he's a big motherfucker and he'll protect my ass.
Okay. So next up, it is the goblin boss's turn. Says, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So he's gonna come up here.
What did I tell you about running off up front?
And he's gonna hurl a javelin over in Zashir's vicinity.
It's gonna kill me.
He rolls an 11 on the attack, which is, I recall, your armor class is 17. Yeah, so he is not going to be able to hit you. So how do you manage to avoid the attack of this javelin?
Well, I mean, my natural cringing has meant that I bent over and he missed. And it went over my head.
Excellent. So it would be fair to say this is Zashir's first taste of combat.
Well, he's had some training, but a lot of it's been theoretical. They gave me this really nice mace and a shield when they sent me out, but really, it's not great.
All right. Well, he's gonna.
Okay. Do you get penalized for bending more than 50%?
Not in this game. Not in this game.
You got to show a shoulder, mate.
Both to the ground.
The goblin boss definitely did not abide by the shielding rules. In fact, he's gonna put up his shield and draw his scimitar after that and challenge you to come forward. And that's gonna bring up Korg's turn. So Korg, what are you gonna do for your action here?
Kick his ass, dude.
This guy's starting to piss me off. Gonna take this big ugly dude out.
So you're going to move up and swing?
Yeah. Does he have a name? This
douchebag is good.
Yeah, that guy.
Old DB.
The leader.
So is there a limit on how far I can?
Yeah, your normal movement is 6 squares, so you can move up to 6
so
squares.
I've got him covered.
Yeah, so why don't you move up next to him? Mm-hmm.
And what am I doing to have a crack at him?
So on your character sheet in kind of the middle portion, there should be a little thing that says like attacks and spellcasting. If you want to click on your weapon, which I think you have a warhammer, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Crush him, crush him, crush him.
Yeah, so click on the text for that warhammer under attacks and spellcasting. And that'll.
Crumb the Crusher has said, Crumb is proficient in intimidation. He would like to aid.
You're getting help from the chat here. Yeah. So you better make it good, Korg.
It's like
Go, Korg, get him!
Did you say left click or right click?
Just left click it. Just left click the text that says Warhammer. There we go.
Yeah, boy.
A 19 to hit, so that's definitely going to hit. And as a result, the goblin boss is going to use his reaction to switch places with his minion, so that way the minion is going to take the attack instead of him.
Oh.
What a dick.
So that minion is going to take those 6 points of bludgeoning damage. So what does it look like when you bop this little goblin with your warhammer?
I was really pleased with my hit until he switched places, and now I'm really pissed off. It's like that's just face it up.
If it's any consolation, the goblin does not seem very happy about it either. If it's any consolation.
Good. I'm glad he's not happy about it. Just gonna say I was in right square in the chest.
Hashtag shit
right.
happens.
Yes.
And young Zashir, it's now going to be your turn.
Get him, Zash.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna.
Dare swing at me again, shit.
I'm no. I'm gonna nimbly jump around Korg and swing my mace as hard as I can at the boss dude.
Get him.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him hard
Kill that DB.
and go.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, God.
Oh, a 16 is definitely a good roll, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. And the goblin boss manages to catch it on his shield and shove it away contemptuously.
Wow.
He says, "You have to do better than that, human." All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Run away, little boy.
Well, I can't move again. I don't think so.
Half.
Well,
Hold.
you can
Hide
break
behind
up
a
your
rock.
move, but if you move out of the threat range of an enemy, they can make a reaction called an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cower behind my shield.
Yep. Okay. That seems good. So you're ready for that.
Not you, but I have a shield. They gave it to me. It's got this picture on it. It's kind of cool. Not sure what the picture is because I just carry it, and I'm gonna hide behind it though, because
You're ready. You're ready for action then. Okay, on the goblin's turn. Here we go. Oh, I didn't even start our lovely battle music here. So let's get that going for round two.
This is gonna be epic. I'm already like juiced as shit.
Yep.
We're half hour in, and I love this shit. This is dope.
Okay, so
Is
the
this battle or
goblin.
are we shooting a porno?
The goblins up here, are going to go after who they view as the biggest threat, which will be Korg. So, goblin at the top here is going to try his scimitar on Korg, and he rolls a 15 to hit with his scimitar, which still isn't good enough, I don't think, is it, Korg?
18 armor class.
Yep.
Yeah, go Korg. Go.
Yep.
Go,
So
Korg.
that's going to be deflected off of your shield. And there's a dead goblin at the top, so he doesn't get to do anything. The other two, since Tura has definitely disguised himself, the one goblin down here is going to take a couple steps forward, and he's going to shoot his short bow at Muse. And he rolls a natural 1, so he can't even knock the arrow properly on his short bow. His fingers are a little shaky. He hasn't quite got the knack of it. He's feeling self-conscious about his lack of ear, so he's going to take a few steps back after doing that.
Still thinking about that fire, huh?
It might be.
That's right. Get wrecked.
The other goblin who's atop this rock, he's going to try to help out his compatriots by trying to shoot Korg in the back.
Typical.
But he rolls a 14, so Korg, even with your head turned, you preternaturally sense that there's an arrow that's about to whiz by your head, and you just pop up your shield like that and catch it before it hits you in the back.
I am a rock. I am an island.
So this goblin, he's also getting a little concerned here, so he's gonna backtrack a couple steps as well and step off here.
Yeah, best step.
All right, the fireman Tura.
All right.
What are you up to this turn?
So if I step out into the path and attempt another range attack, is there a possibility that I hit one of my fellow travelers?
No, I mean you won't hit them, but it is going to be tougher to hit the goblins because they're behind some cover. So you'd have to get yourself to an angle where you wouldn't have somebody in between you and one of the goblins that you want to hit. If you want to hit the guys who are up the road,
Okay.
You got a couple of guys who are sort of on the south end here, who are more or less in the open.
All right. So it worked out well for me previous to launch a firebolt. And I'm thinking I could push out and attack the guys that are behind us, but my concern is that if I do that, I leave myself open and away from my party mates. So what I might do is I might go back to the well and attempt another firebolt from range, because these guys are pretty inept. So even if I miss, hopefully it doesn't cost us.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step out into. Well, no, I'm gonna shoot from cover.
Yeah, stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot from cover.
You want to maybe like hop up on that rock real quick and see if
that's
you get a little
exactly
bit
what I
better
want to
view?
do. I want to hop up on that rock.
Okay.
Am I able to intimidate
Well, we got
these
16.
guys at all?
Who are you trying to intimidate?
Can I intimidate the goblin boss?
The boss guy?
Yeah.
So I'll let you decide. So if you want, you can use your action to put on a sort of intimidating display, maybe let your flames run wild. But you'd have to use your action to do that by channeling your power, or you could just shoot him with your firebolt.
Well, if I scare him, that might work out well for you guys. But you know what? Let's save that. I'm gonna jump up on this rock, and I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna conjure another fireball from my center and launch it at old mate here, mini
Excellent.
douchebag.
Excellent. Go for it.
Where are we? Fireball. All right, coming at you. Boom!
Oh yeah.
Suck it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even behind cover, that's definitely gonna hit him. So he is definitely a singed goblin boy.
Boom.
But the leader he's a little bit tougher. He's a little bit tougher than your other goblins who are out there. So he's not taken down by that firebolt. But you definitely singed off some eyebrows and some hair right there, and he's got like the sort of cartoon character ash blackened face and just sort of little blinky eyes looking directly in your face now.
Which one did you shoot that at, man?
I shot at the bottom guy.
Oh, at the bottom guy.
bottom
I
guy.
thought you said.
That's what I thought.
No, you shot
Yeah,
the
bottom
bottom
guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, he's just dead then.
You fuck.
Yeah, suck it.
Nice.
There's nothing funny about death. So
Yeah.
you got two firebolts down, and you've taken out a goblin both rounds.
Two from two.
So that seems like a pretty good move. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind a rock again.
Excellent.
Hide behind a rock. 'Cause I'm tough.
A tried and true strategy.
Yeah.
All right. How about our resident herb expert, Mr. Muse? What's up on your turn?
Just
All right,
quickly.
all right.
Just quickly. Adventures Pack says, "Hey everyone, don't let those goblins get to you," which I think is very, very good advice. All right,
Hey, how about you give the goblins some advice? They seem like they're the ones who need help right now. All right, Mr. Muse, go for it.
So what I'm going to do, because my cover of Korg decided to not protect me. What a dick.
He's helping out me. I'm his brother. We're family, man. He's helping me out.
Yeah, I help him out in other ways, though.
Yeah, I can't do that.
He's got cataracts too.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I've seen all this fire happening. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I got something for you. And I'm going to cast Frostbite on this other one down the bottom. I'm going to switch it up. So this other guy down the bottom needs to make a con save.
Okay, so click on your Frostbite card.
Yep. One moment, please,
That
sir.
way get the damage going there. A
Uh,
Constitution save, you said?
con save, please. There we
Okay.
go. Done.
All right. He rolls a 9 on his Constitution save, so and against your DC 14 save, that's no good. So he's going to take 2 cold damage, and I believe that means he's going to have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
That is correct.
Nice.
So we'll mark that here with a little blue circle because he's very cold now because he is frostbitten. Not too happy about that. Okay, anything else?
Then I'm going to laugh and say, check out your shrinkage, bitch. And then I'm just going to come over here and start being a disrespectful bastard and dancing on these graves over here.
Oh, that's pretty tapu, mate. That's tapu
yeah,
as.
Yeah, I just start doing a little dance on the grave.
Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right. Mr. Goblin Boss is up now. And he is going to make his first attack against Korg with his scimitar. And he rolls an 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
What's your armor class, Korg?
18.
Is 18? Okay, so he's going to hit, and he's going to hit you for 6 slashing damage.
Whoa.
So you can mark that down from your hit points, or you can click in that little green circle above your token and do -6 on that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then he's going to use a bonus action to make a second scimitar attack at Mr. Zashir. But he's not so great at this, so that attack's going to have disadvantage on his bonus attack here. And since he has disadvantage, he only rolls an 8. So he's going to swing wildly, and you're able to duck out of the way.
Nice.
Mr. Zashir.
Thank goodness.
Good work, Zash.
Duck and weave, son. Duck and weave.
Float like a butterfly, etc.
Let's see. Oh, no, he actually didn't have to use his bonus action to do that. He just gets a second attack, but it has disadvantage. So in that case, he's going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he has now seen 2 of his comrades felled by this fire-wielding maniac. So he's going to disengage and start heading over here. The other goblin who's down here, he is not too happy that the boss has decided to fly the coop. Korg, what would you like to do with this lone goblin in front of you?
Swing wildly.
All right.
Swing away, Jack.
Swing away.
Go, Korg, take him down. Go, Korg, take him down.
That hit hurt. So the nearest goblin's copping it.
Does this sound okay?
17 to hit.
You planted him, Korg.
That's definitely going to be good. So describe for me how your Warhammer puts an end to this nasty little goblin.
Well, it's like a sledgehammer. Driving a pile into the ground. And there's bits of, like, head and stuff just splattered around the side. So if you've got a bit of mess on your Zash, I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Hashtag
It's okay,
sorry,
you
I'm
got him.
sorry.
You saved me. Thank you, Korg.
All of your nice white linen cleric robes.
Yeah.
All right. And
Watch
then
out, okay.
you have any movement you'd like to make on your turn, Korg?
Do a shimmy.
What was that?
I said, do a shimmy.
Shimmy?
Yeah.
Nah. Too sore for that. Just a bit of over here. So, what the hell are you doing dancing on graves? Disrespectful.
You are currently on the grave with me, son.
Can I slap him in the face and say snap out of it?
Yeah, you just give him a little love tap. A little love tap.
Marin says never stop shimmying.
All right, Zash, you're up, my friend.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, it's Andros. It's old mate Gray. Sorry, Gray. Credit where credit's due.
Let me see. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? There's dead goblin everywhere.
Yep. And you're wearing a lot of it.
It's just wait. Hang on.
Wayno cast fireball.
Yeah, boy.
Let me see.
Wayne drinks an anti-health potion.
It helps with my dancing.
Yeah, -7 to dexterity though.
I'm gonna. I don't want this guy to get away, so I'm gonna use my guiding bolt,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna smack him.
All right, smash that guiding bolt button.
You shouldn't have attacked my brother.
Who let this kid out of the house?
Oh no.
With a roll of a 9, unfortunately, it's gonna go sailing past him. But that 17 radiant damage would have been pretty sweet if it managed to connect. But no such luck this time. All right. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna run behind the trees over here.
Good move. Good move. Okay. So on the remaining goblin's turn, down here, for everybody who's keeping track, this goblin is going to use his action. He's going to dash off the side of the road and into some of the underbrush and disappears from sight.
Yeah.
That goblin seems to have been run off. So there's no more goblins on the initiative order. So I'm going to go ahead and delete him from there.
Don't let it.
All right.
Crumb the Crusher. Don't let that goblin escape.
All right, Tura.
All right. Now is moving diagonally. Does that count as, or is it?
For D&D purposes, they live in a apparently non-Euclidean universe, so diagonal movement doesn't cost extra.
Okay.
So you can treat that as 1 square of movement.
So
but yeah, just bear in mind that the trees, the little brush stuff here, it costs 2 movement for each move you make through there.
So if I could move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, yeah.
Is that right?
I didn't quite get it.
Wait, 1, 2,
3.
Yeah. 4, 5.
5. Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and move your token right there.
All right. So Turua is going to quickly dart around the side of the trees. He sees a clearing through the trees and makes his way to cut off old King Douchebag the Goblin. And he's feeling pretty good about smiting 2 jerk-ass goblin wannabes. And feels that he could go for a 3rd one, but that might, he knows that this douchebag Goblin King is probably, he looks pretty tough. He looks tougher. So, what he might do is tap into his tap into some of his other qualities and cast a witch bolt to smite this.
Ooh, okay.
To smite this enemy. So he raises one hand to the sky and he yells, "Duhe Moldy Order!" and brings a lightning bolt down upon his enemy. Oh, cast that which level? That was
At first level.
okay. Submit.
So that's the only spell slots you have right now is first level.
Oh.
Critical hit.
Damn.
Our first critical of the campaign here.
Good work, Tura.
You're gonna hit him for 8 lightning damage,
Shit, yeah.
and you're now concentrating on that witch bolt. Oops, that's the wrong thing. So that means that on your next turn, you can keep that up, and you can shock him again as part of your bonus action.
I'm gonna give
here.
him the shocker.
I'm just gonna type it in the compendium real quick and make sure I remember how that works. Let's see. Yeah, on each of your turns of the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. So yeah, you have to use your action, but you don't have to roll to hit again.
Righteous.
And as long as you're, I think, within range there. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think you You do have to be within 30 feet of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm not sure. We'll let it slide this time, but you're technically not quite in range for the wish.
Oh, my bad.
So I think he's going to be able to break out of it by running away. But normally you have to be within 30 feet in order to keep up that witch bolt connection.
Okay, cool. Is it 10 feet per square?
5 feet per square.
5 feet per square. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, forgot. I'm dealing with some Commonwealth type folk. So
yeah. What's a foot?
I'll try to talk about in terms of squares.
All right.
So
Cool.
each square. If I say it's squares, we go to feet. Just divide or multiply by 5. Whatever you got to do here.
Gangster.
All right, Mr. Muse, what are you doing on your turn?
All right. I'm going to move up to, come here, little fella. Go up there in between these two charred motherfuckers and just breathe in the fumes. And then I'm going to cast a little old spell using some of my druid skills. I can't find it on my sheet, but where the hell did you go? I'm going to cast Entangle on this boss.
Yeah, so if you go on your spells sheet, that should be the tab that's over, and you click on Entangle.
I clicked on it for you.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. In a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range, you just want to center it right on him.
Right in the middle of his ass.
Okay. Creature in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw. Oh, he doesn't look too strong. Let's see how he does. He rolls an 8.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. So that he is now restrained by the plants. Oh boy. So we'll go ahead and put a little restrained marker on the goblin boss. And I think I even have
We're
something.
running away for you, son.
Get him, Korg! Get him, Korg!
Can we utilize those weeds once we dispatch of this villain?
You know it.
I'm not sure those are the kind that you'd really want.
Yeah, well, I can cast another fireball if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Let's hotbox this forest.
Yeah, I think I could even make a little effect here for the size of that key. Oh, let's send that to the back.
Oh, that's rad.
So there's your little area of entangle over there.
I'm gonna shimmy the map up.
Your 20-foot cube. Or I guess 20-foot cube should be a little bit bigger than that. There we go. We'll move it up so he's right in the middle of it. Okay. So he is definitely entangled.
Nice. And then I'm just going to, start having a look at, see if these guys got any stuff on them. I know I can't do that till next turn, but I'll be...
Yeah, but you're making your preparations. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. On his turn, he's going to try to make a strength check to get out of that entangle, because he does not like being entangled over here. He rolls a 16 to escape from the plant, so it looks like he's going to be able to free himself. And let's see. Turn the area into difficult terrain. So he's going to have to use 2 squares of movement there, another 2 there. So he's got 2 left. So he moves kind of just toward the edge here, is definitely making a break for it. And he's not able to take anything else, so he had to use his action to try to bust out of the entangle.
Get back here, you son of a bitch.
No longer restrained. All right, Korg, you're up, sir.
That's well out of my range, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know do you have any kind of ranged weapon at your disposal?
Don't believe so. I don't think there's a hell of a lot I can do right now. Other than sit down.
Chase him! Get him down!
It's so apathetic, just like, man, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you want to keep your eyes out for any other danger that might be lurking.
Ooh.
There's no danger. What are you talking about?
We can't possibly be jumped again.
Want to bet? Want to bet?
Well, I'm still hurting after that last hit, so not in a real hurry to go chase this guy at the moment.
Okay, fair point. All right, Zash, on your turn, can you make a perception check for me? So on your character sheet under your skills, a little
shit.
Where are we? Perception check. 24.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
I might
So-
be shit at some things, but I'm pretty good at other things.
Off to the left, up here, kind of in the bushes, you hear some more rustling.
Damn it, Russell.
There's some there's definitely some noise in those bushes. There's something that's moving around in there.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure what I want to do. So,
I think Zashir just got a text.
no, that wasn't me.
It's all divine inspiration when you're a cleric.
I want. Gorg!
What?
There's something over there, Gorg!
That's nice.
Help!
No.
And I'm going to use my cure light. I think I've got cure
Your
wounds.
cure wounds?
Cure wounds. I'm going to use cure wounds. No, I've got healing word. Sorry. Oh no, I've got both. Sorry, I have both. Wait a second.
Yeah. Well, since you're next to him, cure wounds is going to be a little bit better because you get a D8 worth of healing out of that instead of a D4.
Let's do that. All right, I've run next to Korg. I'm gonna heal him up so he can protect me from whatever's in those bushes.
Yeah, shit.
Mum said you could look after me.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
And
great deal that is.
rolled. Did it do it?
Oh, wait, did it do it?
Hang on. Try again.
It's doing something and then it's not coming up.
Yeah, I can
Oh.
hear it, but
Did it ask you what level you want to cast it at? Is that what came up?
No, it hasn't come up with anything. I've only cast one spell so far.
Mm-hmm. So this should be your second
This is
one.
my second spell.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, it says no slots remaining.
Oh,
Because it probably worked the first time.
there probably weren't any that were marked on your sheet. Try it now. Kind of might have messed with something.
No, it's not letting me do it.
It's not letting you do it. Here, let me try clicking it here.
breaking my balls, Hans.
Sorry, man.
Why isn't it working? Let's see, what's going on here? Yeah, that's what we want. Maybe it doesn't have an output for that. Okay, that's all right. What we can do. So if you just type into the chat, type /R 1d8 plus what's your wisdom modifier?
Is 3.
So type /R 1d8 plus 3, and just make sure you put a space after the R.
10.
All right, very nice. So Korg, you get
And-
hit points back, which obviously you only needed 6. But you're back up to full health.
And that's now the end of my spell slots, isn't it?
Yep, 'cause you did-
I've
you
just-
did Guiding
I've just
Bolt
taken that
and
one off.
Cure Wounds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, good.
Okay.
Now
And
get
then
in,
when we get to- and when we get to break, I'll see what's going on with the spell output there. Okay. And I think, is that it for you?
Yes, that's it for me. I'm going to sit here next to Korg because he'll protect me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Kura, on your turn. So you have lost contact with the witch bolt. He's gone outside of your range. It's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm worried that old mate douchebag is gonna get away, right? So
Mhm.
I'm gonna chase him down. So I'm gonna move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move to here. And I hate to push my luck, but you know, I'm on a roll.
No, you don't.
I'm on a roll. So I'm gonna go back to Old Faithful and cast another firebolt in this sucker's direction.
Okay.
So I'm gonna raise my hand and shoot another one right at his face.
Go for it. He's definitely turned toward you with a look of at least mild concern. So the face is definitely on there.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah.
You
14,
missed.
not quite enough. He manages to duck and roll out of the way like you're supposed to do when fire is coming at you. He manages
I hate
to
this
get
game.
away from it this time.
You had a fire blanket in there or something?
He's dampening that down.
All right, Muse, it is your turn now.
All right. Let's see, how far is this sucker? So because he got out of my entangled, that's gone away now, hasn't it?
It hasn't gone away. It's still there, but you can drop concentration on it if you want, because it's not really doing anything.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't
Get rid of that.
affect me. All right. I really want to put this guy down. So 10, 15, 20, 35. I can go 35 because I'm a nimble motherfucker.
That's right.
So I can get up to there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do that, and then gonna try a little thing I've been working on. A little thunder wave at his ass.
Woo! Get Pikachu.
Oh, what now?
A thunder wave.
Right.
Cast that. Boom.
Whoops.
So con save of 14.
A con save. Okay. He rolls a 10.
Yeah.
He's gonna take 7 thunder damage, and he gets pushed back 10 feet. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Hopefully knock him on his ass.
Yeah. Sit down, douchebag.
Does he get knocked prone, or does he just get knocked
No,
back?
he doesn't get knocked from it.
Okay. Gets knocked back.
Yeah.
Which he actually seems mildly relieved by, because he does not want to be close to you right now. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's all I've got, man.
Is he still going? He's still alive. Gracious me, he's taking some damage, that fella.
He's looking definitely a little worse for wear, and he is going to take off just as fast as his little goblin legs will carry him. So he is going to run off into the brush out of your view.
Shit.
So, gonna put him. All right.
And goodbye.
So you now have control of the battlefield. So I think we're going to go ahead and exit initiative order.
Okay.
And you guys have won a victory over these goblins who wanted to accost you on the road.
Woo! No tax.
Damn.
Well done, boys.
That
So
was
what-
an incredibly daring escape.
So what would you all like to do now? So the two goblins who got away, they fled off in different directions.
Successful first encounter. Crom is proud.
Korg, there's something in those bushes.
Yeah, right.
You need to check it out.
Ah, bite me.
I'm going to wander back to these smoked motherfuckers down here.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that rustling?
In the
Just
bushes,
there.
right up here.
Can we go investigate that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you head up there, so what kind of skill do you think you're going to use to reach around the bush? Are you going to look with your eyes and listen with your ears, or are you going to fumble around in there with your hands?
I
Can't
get
use my axe to fumble around.
Just like a first date.
just as much
We'll
fireball.
just have a precautionary look first. See what we can see.
Sure. Why don't you make a perception check for me? So on your character sheet under your skills, kind of near the left side there should be a little button that says perception on it.
I ain't got none of that.
Yeah, you will have.
Hey, Korg, what do you see over there?
Rocks.
Stop looking at yourself.
What is it, Korg? Can you find it? Can you find it? Can you find it?
Where is it?
So on your character sheet on the left side, kind of next to your wisdom and charisma, there's a little box that says skills.
Yep.
So if you go down there in alphabetical order, if you click on the one that says perception,
Do you have a perception bonus?
doesn't look like he has a bonus, so it's just going to be based on his wisdom.
Oh yeah.
So I just
Just because I do have some decent perception. So would it be better for me to have a look
Yeah, you can go over there too if you want.
with my elf eyes, according to Glader?
Yes. What do your elf eyes see?
DK,
Yeah.
can I use Druidcraft to make Justin Korg's face as he puts his face into the bushes like a fart smell?
Yeah, I think you would probably describe it as like some bad smelling flower, like marigolds or something. But yeah,
Oh, yuck.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Marigold.
I would like to do that on the sly.
Okay, absolutely.
I fucking hate this guy.
So
So Corey, as far as you're concerned, they're just some stinky bushes. Tura, what's your?
so if I click perception,
Mhm. Yeah, so all you can see is the bushes rustling around. You can't really get a fix on what's in there, but you hear what just sounds like some kind of like inside.
fellas, I think those dirty ass goblins may have been collecting a bounty of some sort. Cause I don't know, there's something fishy going on in them bushes, or we need to go and sort that shiz out. I think.
Don't smell fishy, man.
Well, it smells like marigolds. I hate marigolds. Worse than coriander.
If there's one thing I know, boys, it's all about bush. So let me come and have a look.
All right. I'm going to move up next to Korg and have a good look because it seems to be safe.
Okay.
Is it safe, Korg? It's safe, isn't it?
Never.
I'd be more worried about Korg than whatever's in them bushes, Zash.
All right. I'll have a look around. Do you want any perception as well?
Yeah, if you're just trying to glance in and try to see what's in the bushes.
Oh,
I
no.
mean,
Well, Korg's looked, so I'm going to have a good look. I'm going to get
You gonna go in there?
Yeah. People might need help.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in too because I'm like druid as fuck.
yeah, so if you guys go charging in, you do find in the bushes here that there is a man who has been a middle-aged man who's been bound hand and foot and gagged in his mouth, who's giving you a scared but kind of hopeful look as you stand over him.
I will. Do we need to unbind his mouth? Quick! Find how he's okay.
Yeah, whip that duct tape off.
So I'll take the gag off, but I haven't untied him yet.
Okay, so as
Put these goblins into some kinky shit, yo.
as you've removed the gag that's been tied around his mouth, he coughs a little bit, and it looks like some dirt or mud or maybe a dry turd or something like that had been stuck in his mouth. He spits out and says, "Puh, puh,
He's got COVID.
Thank you, stranger. So those filthy goblins, they assaulted me on the road, and they were going to ransom me, or maybe they were going to cut my throat. They hadn't made up their minds yet. Oh, those nasty goblins! Can you cut me free?"
What's your name, sir?
My name's Lucian. I work at one of the local taverns and wayhouses over in Obertal.
Well, we
Sounds
have,
like free drinks to me.
yeah, we happen to be going over there, so
Oh, absolutely. My cousin runs the Green Griffin. He would be more than happy to reward you with some free drinks and accommodation. Absolutely, if you would set me free and take me back to town.
what were you doing on the road, Lucian?
Oh, well, I was, of course, bringing back casks of beer over to my cousin. Some of those filthy goblins, a couple of their compatriots, they made off with my horses and my wagon. I won't be able to deliver the beer on time.
Well, boys, we need to help him. We need to get the beer, and we need to get him. I cut him free. Let's cut him free. Cut him free.
Okay, so as you cut him free, he does the whole thing where he's rubbing his now rope burn hand and stuff like that. He says, "Oh, thank you. What's your name, my good friend?"
Oh, I'm Zashir Mastana, and this is my brother Korg.
He kind of takes a look. He says, your brother, eh?"
Yeah.
Oh, and a powerful brother he is. Must have been to make short work of those goblins. I heard that I think they buried a chest over on the other side of the road. I saw them digging a hole over there when they tied me up and threw me in the bushes. And unless they ran off with it, I'm willing to bet there's still a chest over there.
All right, we're about over by the bushes.
He just kind of points over here in this direction, kind of where you'd been standing before. on the right side of the road.
On the other side of the road. I'm gonna check over Lucian, just make sure he's okay, and I can't heal him, I don't think, but just make sure he's all right and doing okay.
I'm getting a...
Yeah, he's got a couple of bruises, but he looks like he probably gave up without too much of a fight when the goblins accosted him. He's a little bruised. He's got some burns from the ropes being tied tight, but he's not in imminent danger of death here.
Okay.
All right, well, fellas, I reckon maybe we maybe dig up some of that possible treasure. I'm a big fan of treasure, I have you know.
All right, I want to go back to these two dead ones and go through their shit too.
Okay.
Don't forget the one down the bottom too. McConaughey.
Does anyone
One at a
have
time,
anyone have a shovel?
Possibly not.
We're gonna need a shovel to dig up this chest.
Well, I mean, let's have a look around and see if we can find it.
Oh yeah, true.
Sure. Sure. So what kind of skill do you think you might use? Describe for me, kind of narrate the process of how you'd go about looking for a buried chest here to figure out where it is.
So perception seems again like a useful thing to look for any loose rubble or change in the terrain. So
Yes.
maybe I go down here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna roll perception again. Do a perception check.
Sure, go for it. Okay. So down there, you don't really see anything there. With the graves, the dirt is more tightly packed. So there's like little cairns that have been disturbed over time, but it's not like there's loose earth there. So you're pretty sure they didn't bury the chest over there.
Two-rower, you're looking in the wrong place, two-rower.
Ah, shit!
It's on the other side of the road.
Is anyone with got a is good at investigation?
Follow me. I'm sure it's over here.
All right.
Yeah, maybe investigation or like survival or nature. Any of those skills might work for you. Muse, before I forget, while you're checking through the goblins, so in between the three goblin corpses, their weapons and armor, it's some scrap, other stuff like that. You could probably make use of the arrows. So you would be able to salvage 6 arrows off of the one at the bottom.
Sweet.
And you find a total between the three of them of 21 silver and 8 copper pieces.
Oh, they were loaded. I'm just going to put that in my inventory for now.
Yeah, so you're on kind of the side of your inventory there should be little spots for the money.
Oh yeah, I got it.
So 21 SP and 8 CP.
Done.
I gotta go.
Definitely enough drinks at the bar after you run out your free tab.
That's not going to run out.
Okay, I'm gonna do a what is it? What do I want? An investigation check over where I'm standing.
Yeah, if you get an investigation or nature or survival, any of those kinds of things might help you out.
I might do a survival check because that's my best one.
Ooh.
Do a survival check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the same kinds of things you would use to maybe track down some footprints or something like that. You can kind of check whether it's been disturbed. So yeah, right over here, about 2 squares below you find that the ground is a little bit disturbed, like something's been recently churned up there.
I can't. Are you pinging the screen, DK?
Yeah, here. Let me.
There.
Yeah, sweet.
Boys, over here,
man.
over here. Come quick, Cog! Come on, over here.
All right, Tiny Zash.
Check it out. Just here.
I thought you were like 25. Why do you talk like you're 10?
He's been sort of. He's excited. He's out in the world. He hasn't been locked away, and plus, being
Sheltered. Sheltered.
Well, yes, very
Sheltered.
very sheltered.
Sheltered.
Very sheltered.
I feel like Al was probably doing an impression the first time he met me back in 2002 when I was a wee lad.
It's laser force and magic.
What could be better? No, okay, how are you going to try to dig up what's over here?
Well, I don't have anything that will help me dig, so probably just use my hands.
All right. Yeah, it's probably loose packed enough for that. But they didn't do this that long ago, so you can probably get your hands dirty and stuff like that. So you dig down, not more than probably about 2 feet. When you come across a sturdy, wood and bronze chest that's in there.
Cool. Why not? Is there a lock on the outside or a
There is a locking implement, but it does not appear to be locked.
Okay.
Pop that bad boy open, Zash.
Yeah, I'm just going to open it straight up.
So when you go to open it, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no!
I knew that was going to happen.
Rookie mistake.
Why am I standing so close?
So a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, so directly to the right of your stats, above your skills. Yep, you got it.
That would be
nice.
Nice.
Perfect. And nat 20. So yeah, as you're going to open it, a little needle shoots out of where the little locking mechanism would be, but you manage to yank your hand back just in time, and you're able to open the chest, which is full of gold coins.
Oh yeah.
You reckon
So it's probably a mix of gold, silver, and copper. But for purposes of this, just to simplify what's going on, you find the equivalent of 100 gold pieces in the chest.
Wow, boys, we're rich.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good night tonight, fellas.
We shouldn't carry this much though. It
might make us a target. Are you thinking?
Well, I mean, Korg, what do you think?
You found it, you carry it.
But, okay.
Can I check if any of those coins have chocolate in the middle? Because
Absolutely, yeah. Make a I don't want to break my teeth check.
yeah, just
Either fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, none of the gold coins are actually made of chocolate.
shit.
Okay, so what was the value in gold that I'm going to put into the thing?
What 100 GP. Mm-hmm.
Where do you put that?
It's in your coins and your character
on
sheet.
your character sheet. If you kind of scroll down to the bottom middle, you have your inventory, and kind of there off to the left. It's a little bit tough to see, but you have from the top down, you have CP, SP, EP, GP, and PP.
Right.
So that's copper,
PP.
copper, silver, electrum, which they still have because D&D insists on maintaining these things, gold, and then platinum.
Right. So, are we gonna make Zash carry that whole lot of gold, or do we want to split it amongst ourselves? And Korg, you're a big fella. You can possibly fill your pockets, right?
I reckon Zash should carry it because, clearly he's not going to do much fighting.
Oh, that's not fair. I just haven't got much practice yet.
It's not like you did much either, Mr. Man in a Haze.
Man.
Well, he helped me out.
Mad dancing.
he helped me out. I dodged a couple arrows because of Muse. All right, we should pick this gold up and head on our way to the festival, right?
Weird.
Yeah, Lucian seems very much in favor of that. He says, "Oh yeah, finders keepers, absolutely. You'll have yourself quite the time at the Harvest Festival with that haul."
I wonder where this gold came from. Who's it belong to? Because I'd imagine they'd be pretty pissed that they lost it, right?
I imagine so. It's from anybody. The goblins been harassing folks on the road of nasty little things. I heard sometimes they trade with some of the farmers, but it seems like by and large they're just little bullies. If they can get away with it, they'll bilk you for every coin they have, and they'll only make nice as a last resort.
All right. Well, Zash, fill your pockets, mate, and and then we'll mosey.
Cool. How big's the box?
It's not real big. I mean, 100 gold coins, like it sounds like a lot, but when you kind of stack them up, so the
Like
box
shoebox.
is, yeah, it's like a shoebox basically.
Okay. So would it be better to leave it in the box?
Are there
Yeah.
any markings on this gold?
Can I add a box to my
Currency
inventory?
around the place? Is there markings on
Might
it?
come
Or
in
is
handy
it
for
just
something else
all
later when there's no
standard?
money in it.
You would recognize most of them as just gold coins that have been minted by the Kalashite Republic. There's probably a few in there that are maybe miscellaneous from back in the days when the Overlord ruled in the area. Maybe a few that are from a Comerian banking house or something like that. But they're all coins you're reasonably familiar with.
Okay.
No, it was more the box that they're in
Yoink.
that I might put in my pack to use at a later time.
All right, then what next?
So yeah, you could put a little a small box in your inventory if you want.
Would you
And
click
it's even a box that has a little blade trap mechanism on the lock as well.
See? The things.
What now?
If that doesn't go well into your inventory, if you go onto the second part of your character sheet where it says bio, there should be another box that says like treasure or something in there. So if you want to write in something that's more descriptive of that box, so you can keep note of it, you can also put it in there.
I'll do that, but I'll look for items
But that's Ash's problem.
thing to drag in.
I don't think it wouldn't be in the compendium, unfortunately, and I didn't make a handout for it. So you can just write in like small box with trap mechanism or something like that under. I think that'll be enough for now.
All right, no worries.
All right, let's escort Lucian to the festival, shall we?
I think that's
Sounds
a
like
good
a good
idea.
plan.
Let's do that.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you head up the road, the vestiges of wilderness. Did we lose Korg here?
No, he's there.
There's camera turned off. Maybe he's peeing in a bottle.
There's some streams we don't need on stream, so that's okay. He'll be back and it can catch up here.
Yeah.
As you approach the city of Obertal, the vestiges of wilderness give way to fields, and many a farmer can be seen with loaded wagons that are headed for the city. The city itself is surrounded by stout stone walls. I mean, this is a reasonably good mid-sized city of probably at least a few thousand residents. Beyond the eastern edges of the city, you're kind of coming in from the southwestern side. You can see pavilions and stalls starting to be put up for the Harvest Festival as multicolored tents and wagons are circling around there. The city itself has a skyline that's dominated primarily by three structures. So one is a domed building of marble that must surely be the Pantheon, which is the temple dedicated to all the gods of Terra. The second is a tiered building with steep-sided roofs and tall pillars at the entry, which would be the People's Palace. That's the meeting place for the council for the polis for the city, where the proconsul, who's the Senate's appointed governor, would hold court and keep his residence. The last building that dominates the skyline is unknown to you. You're not really familiar with it. You wouldn't recognize it just by sight. It's a sort of greenish white spire that it still appears to be under construction, and it's surrounded by a secondary wall that are actually higher than those of the city proper. The city itself is abuzz with activity from travelers, merchants, craftsmen, traders, soldiers, adventurers. They're all pushing their way through the crowded streets. So lots of people have come to town for this Harvest Festival. Lucian shows you the way through town over to the Green Griffin Tavern and Wayhouse, which is a modest structure on the eastern side of town. It's kind of in the northeastern quadrant of the town. So you'll be able to get to the festival fairly early from the following. It's definitely evening time when you arrive in the city, but you make your way over to the Green Griffin. Is there anything else any other stops you need to make in the town before you head over to the tavern?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Bathroom.
Okay, I think we're gonna change over maps real quick, and while we're doing that, I think maybe this would be a good time to take a quick 5-minute intermission so people can refresh their drinks or use the restroom or anything like that.
All right.
I'll get you guys on, and we will be right back.
Good plan. Yes, it is. It's nearly 1 o'clock.
Not in New Zealand.
We're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Howdy. Oh, have you got
Thanks
tavern
for-
music?
Thanks for staying with us. Yeah, we got some tavern music that's going on here. If I can get it to start back up. That I had auto playing when we came in. Okay, there it goes. So
Hoodie
got a
go-
little bit of ambiance going on here.
What's Hoodie's alignment? Hoodie goes both ways.
That's
No surprises there.
So the common room of the Green Griffin Tavern and Wayhouse contains a diverse bunch of folks. 2 halflings are sitting at this table over on the left playing a game of Savas, which is a chess-like game, while sipping from their tankards. There's a dwarf over at the bar who's giving a hearty laugh to something said by the bartender. There's 2 guards over at this table who seem to be enjoying some ale or beer or some other kind of drink after a day of work. There's a red-haired waitress who's moving busily around the tables, depositing food and drink for the various patrons on a raised platform with 2 long tables kind of up here near the far end of the bar. You see one man, a human of middle years, is sitting alone brooding over a cup of wine. So as you're sort of looking around and you come in, the barkeeper says, "Lucian, you've returned at last, cousin." So Lucian goes over and says, "Yes, these fine folks rescued me from some goblins who had stolen my beer on the road, but fortunately these fine folk had helped me escape from their clutches, and I'm sad to say that the cart and the beer were seized, but I owe these strangers my life. If there's anything you could do to help them, I would certainly be grateful." He says, "Ah, yes, come on into my lovely establishment. Welcome to the Green Griffin."
To the bar!
I'm straight.
Whoops, not on the bar.
Well, maybe on the bar.
Woo!
DK, I would definitely be out the front, leaning against the wall, just seeing if I can get some business.
Get me up.
All right then.
Where's the front door?
You're standing right next to it. You're
cool.
exactly the right. You're exactly the right spot.
I'm just gonna over to the side a little bit.
Now you're
and
in the
just
door.
be- Huh? Is that in the doorway?
That's in the door. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
you're
back to where you
right in
were.
the doorway.
Okay,
cool.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You're perfect. You're right
Leaning
between
up
the doors and the window.
Nice. Just sort of testing the wall out, trying to get comfortable.
How's it
Sure.
feel? You
Yeah.
feeling good? Does it feel natural or?
Look, it's not the same as my usual spot, but it'll work for now.
Doth stops of quickness.
Exactly right.
So yeah, the innkeep, he introduces himself as his name is Bran, and he's the proprietor here. He runs it kind of in conjunction with his cousin Lucian, who handles a lot of the clerical side and the deliveries on the business. He is going to offer you some of his finest rooms for the evening. He does apologize, but he says you're going to have to sleep 2 to a room because the rest of my rooms are all spoken for with everybody coming in for the Harvest Festival. He's doing lots of business.
Thanks for joining us, Adventures Pack. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
Really appreciate the support.
Bran, a cup of mead for each of my travelers. Zash, you're paying.
Oh no on the house. Anything for the brave stranger who saved the life of my cousin. The dwarf says if you're handing out free drinks, how about some for me? Well, you didn't save my cousin Kern. I got too many of my own cousins to save. I can't be bothered with yours. Anyways, have a drink with me.
Hi, my name is Ashia.
Zashir. Good to meet you.
This is my brother Korg.
Korg. Good name. Good solid sound. I've always liked names that start with a K. I am Kern, son of Carrick.
Kern,
Of course you are.
nice to meet you. I am Tudor.
Yeah, this is Rody Tutu.
Ready to.
Turo.
Next time, Zash, I'm gonna put my fireball right up there, all the way up there. You tiny jerk. Korg, you better sort your brother out. You better get one of these.
Really?
I'm sorry, Tura.
Yeah, you saw what I did and it walks out on the road.
That was goblins.
Fuck. Goblins.
Accuses someone else of being insensitive to his culture, immediately insults
Yeah.
culture.
All them guys look alike to me.
Goblin lives matter.
You just behave yourself, tutu man.
Fuck, I'm gonna go drink by myself with this brooding man.
So Kern says,
I got my drinking hand
goblins.
still empty.
Goblins, eh? So you have some. Is everybody having mead? Is that what's going on?
Well,
I think except McConaughey, because he's outside and nobody knows he's inside. He's with us.
Yeah, I'm still outside.
So he's still outside.
I might
plying
bring
his trade.
I might
so
bring
to
him a
speak.
beverage. Brand, am I able to? Are we able to drink off premises out the front?
Oh well, I think the guards have had enough drinks that they won't take too much notice.
All right, I'm gonna bring a beverage to my boy Muse.
Oh, what now?
Oh, very well.
A beverage. Sorry, them herbs from earlier are still kicking in. Do you happen to have a top shelf beverage?
Oh yes, of course. We have some lovely lager. We have ale. We have some other dark beers. We have mead and wine, brandy, apple cider. Take your pick.
What do you have with a cinnamon kick?
Oh, well, that's really the top shelf stuff. Believe the what do the dwarves call it? Fire whiskey. Yes, that's it.
I'll have a fire water for me and my party mates. I think I'm keen to drink that. Muse, what would you like out there?
I can't hear you, man. Can I hear him from where I am?
I mean, they're probably being loud enough that they're close enough to the door.
There is a window. There's a window right there. I can see you through the window.
All right.
Yeah.
They just kind of.
All right, I'll come inside then.
All right.
I'll come inside. I'm like, damn, uptight bitches in this place. No one's keen for a party. What you got for me, Tura?
Tudor's gonna hook you up with a shot of the good stuff.
Yeah, so he'll gladly give the bottle of this fine cinnamon fiery liqueur to you guys, and thanks for saving his cousin's life, even if he didn't bring back the beer. So Kern, overhearing your conversation about the goblins, says, "Oh, goblins, huh? Ran into some of them."
Yeah.
Churro killed them.
Yeah, we smoked those little jerks real good and proper. If you ever heading back south, look out for a couple of smoldering pile of ashes. That's our handiwork.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. The
And the
goblin
one
embers
got away.
going.
Yeah. Choose.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. They've been harassing travelers on the road. Must have a hideout nearby. That's what I think. And I've also heard they've been known to sell some strange and exotic fruits during the summer months. Some farmers on the east side of town, I think they bought some. Never can figure out goblins. It's likely to cut your throat as doing honest trade with you. That's what I say.
Do you know if these farmers know where their lair might be?
Yeah, well, some of them might. I don't know. Even the goblins, they probably tend to keep to themselves. Probably just happy to find a mark who's willing to buy their kind of produce. I don't know who'd want to buy fruit from a goblin, but world's full of fools.
We got a score to settle with a certain douchebag.
Good. Sounds like it's time for another drink.
Salute!
So, what brings you to town? The Harvest Festival, I assume.
Well, I'm not too sure about these brothers, but old mate's got some product he needs to sell, and I've got a gig actually. I'm a performer.
Oh yeah, what's your trade?
Fire.
What's your routine?
So I do some cool shit with fire. Hang on.
I bet the goblins can attest to that, huh?
You're dead right. I like Kern.
Hey, Kern, what's
Kern likes
the
you.
smoking policy in here?
There's definitely more than one person smoking a pipe in here. There's a slight smoky haze in the common room.
All right. I'm gonna take a
Tobacco.
and just blow it straight into the shear's face.
Oh, shit.
Why would you do that?
Come on, son.
Pull my cord out.
So, Kern, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
Oh, from all over, really. Most recently from Nadalgar, right up in the mountains there. If you're looking for work, there's always caravans or headed to Nadalgar who need some extra guards of late. You've seen the goblins, but I've heard there's a new band of orcs even been raiding in the areas up in the hills. Bad business orcs.
That sounds dangerous.
Oh, definitely dangerous, but pays decently.
What brings you down to the festival, Kern?
The opportunity for more drinking, of course.
That's a good reason.
I'm out to see the world. Had my fill. Lots of my kin, they prefer to keep to themselves, but not old Kern. I prefer to be out on the road, see all kinds of people, ply my trade where I can, and I might have gotten mixed up in some business dealings that made it more profitable for me to stay out of town for a little while, if you catch the drift.
Yes, I do.
Good. Yeah. It should be good times at the Harvest Festival. Yeah, if you're looking, entertainers are always welcome. I'm sure your fire tossing or your fire swallowing, whatever kind of stuff you're doing with fire, will please the crowds. And say, what's that? It's an odd kind of smell coming out of your pipe. Those some kind of elf herbs I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah, this is the local stock from my homeland. You would like to partake? I think you might enjoy it.
Never been one to turn down a good pipe along with a good stein.
Just got to make sure you take it all the way in and hold.
Yeah, that. Shaking your mine's empty.
No problem. Yeah. So being a dwarf with a hardy constitution, he does manage to do that, to inhale it, and kind of lets it out. So he's like, oh, got a bit of an ash on that one. Oh, must have not like that foreign stuff. Oh, that's some strong vintage there for an elf. I guess you're okay though.
That's the only type we grow.
No, I don't doubt it.
You dwarves can take that fatty boombatty.
Oh, can, but I prefer my grains mashed up and fermented.
Well, I do make some of that myself, so maybe we could swap recipes one day.
Oh, I'm always down for a good trade. Sure, sounds good. So we got the juggler, we got the herbalist, and what about the brothers? Stone brother over there. What's your deal? You're one of the Earth Genasi, if I'm not too mistaken.
Yep.
I think we lost Paul.
No. My brother Cork, he's a man of very few words.
Hold on, just on the technical side, Steve, you are getting feed from Paul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, I don't know why you're not able to see him there, Wayne, but I'm picking up just fine.
Oh.
He said he can't see or hear me.
Wayne, if you reconnect.
You might need to reconnect then.
Yeah, reconnect, because I couldn't see everybody before, and when I reconnected, I got everybody back.
Okay. How are we doing now?
You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Okay. All right, we're all good.
That was a close one.
Whew.
That's 2 encounters now we've survived.
Definitely
That's
true.
unlucky.
Kern says, this calls for another drink.
Salute!
Oh, I'm going to stop. I can't have too much.
What? Did you even finish the one?
Well, look, I had,
That's a nine.
You can finish it.
Finish
Cork,
it.
I know it
Finish
just.
it.
But Cork.
Finish it. Now.
Okay, Cork.
Right, I understand now why he's the runt of the litter, right?
Yeah. It's painful.
Come on, Zash, let's put some hair on your balls. You do have balls, don't you?
Yes.
Are you sure? It doesn't sound like it.
Cough.
Hey.
I don't know what they do in those churches, but you sure?
Especially cultish ones.
Hey.
So Kern says, "Cults, you're not in that snake cult, are you?"
No, not the snake one. Seraphiel the Celestial. Seraphiel the Celestial. He looks after me beautifully.
I'm in the trouser snake cult. Does that count?
It'd be a lot cooler if you were.
No. You know, more of those god bothers. What do they call themselves? Cult of the Serpent. They're the ones building that tower over in town. They must have paid a real handsome bribe to the proconsul to secure the rights to put up a structure like that in town. I tell you that.
So that's new.
Oh yeah, just in the last year or so. And I've heard they're popping up in cities all across the Storm Coast.
I've not heard of the Cult of the Serpent before. Who are they?
I can't keep these godfatherers straight. There's too many of them among my folk too. The Temple of Makor is always, going on about this or that holiday. I like a holiday as good as anyone else. I just prefer the festivities more than the holy chants, if you catch my drift.
Would I have heard of this cult considering of who I generally trade with?
Yeah, what kind of skills are you proficient in?
All of the skills, baby.
He's a cunning
proficient
linguist.
in religion, if that helps.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're proficient in religion, so yeah, the cult of the serpent. So you've known that Set, who is the god of serpents, is one of the younger gods, who's definitely had a cult following for a while. Who's popped up in a variety of cities. Is definitely a little bit more popular in the south and some of the southern reaches. Not quite as much on the Storm Coast, but yeah, you have heard in the last couple of years they've definitely developed a bigger foothold, and you've heard some rumors they've started building some temples. But the idea that they'd be building a tower with a wall in it here in town, that is kind of an interesting development. Usually, cults don't have quite that much influence.
Yeah, I will relay that to the party of what I know about them.
Okay,
That's a bit serious. We should check that out. Maybe find out what's going on. Why they're maybe work out why they're building these tower things.
I don't know about that. I know they pay good though.
I might maybe tomorrow. I'll go over to the Pantheon and just see if anybody's got any information for us. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like a tomorrow job. I'm getting a feeling from that fella over in the corner. He's been sitting there all night, kind of broody looking, and he intrigues me. I kind of want to go over and have a discord with that fella.
So Kern is the fella up in the corner there?
Yeah, what do you know about him?
Oh, I know about him. His name's Ulrich Krell. He comes here every night, ever since his son and daughter went missing. I heard he had some kind of falling out with them after he didn't approve of their wanting to be adventurers. They disappeared about 2 months ago, alongside, I think it was a traveling knight and an elf, is what I heard. And this was their preferred tavern. They used to come here a lot. So he keeps hoping that they'll return. He comes here every night, just waiting for him. Drinks his drinks, sits alone, won't talk to anyone, and goes home. Just does the same every night.
So, why isn't he out looking for them? Why does he come here?
I don't know if he knows where to look. Yeah, I've heard they might have gone off. You know how adventurers are. That might have gone looking for something out in the old woods, kind of the high wold out there. I've heard some people claim that they're haunted. Superstitious nonsense is what I say. I heard some rumors though. There was an ancient sky citadel that crashed and got buried somewhere near here. I bet you good coin that's where Ulrich's kin were headed, but I don't know that he knows where to look. I think his adventuring years have passed him by, so he keeps hoping they'll come back to here.
Well, what do you fella? I might go have a wee yarn with old Rookie up in the corner.
Well, you're welcome to try. He hasn't been talking to anybody.
Is there any chance to get some food here? I've got the munchies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What'll it be? So before you get there,
Okay.
Tura, this large fella up here, this bouncer looking type guy here. I'm gonna move you to the center of the room here. This bouncer type guy, it says private tables. The master doesn't want to be disturbed.
I'm sure he could bend in there with a guy. I'm good with words. I'm sure he'll he'll enjoy.
I'm sure you were good with words, but that might have been a few drinks ago. Why don't you go back to the bar?
Why don't you get out of my face?
Why don't you give him a try and convince him to let you past?
Yeah, I'm good with words. I'm gonna try and charm him to let me have a word with the other fella.
With magic, or are you just gonna make a persuasion check of sorts?
I'm gonna make a persuasion check. Here we go. Oh, that did go well.
Oh,
Does that include the bonus? It doesn't include the
Yes.
bonus. Oh,
You
that
rolled
was
a 2.
terrible.
Oof.
The number, it tells you that it's a 2 plus 6.
Fuck, I gotta lay out the fireball.
It does not have the same effects on everyone.
Mm.
So your fire is more internal. You don't need to add more fire to that.
Are you sure I can't have a yarn with him?
He kind of turns over his shoulder, and the guy kind of looks up at you real quick. He shakes his head and he goes back to his wine, and the guy says, "Well, some private tables. Told you, he bought out this whole section."
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna go back to the bar then, where I'm welcome.
It's all right. You can try again tomorrow.
I tried later.
Yeah, Kern says, "No luck, huh?"
No,
I figured it'd be the same.
that guy's being a tad bitchy. We'll try him again when he's a little less into his wine, and when I'm a
Well, if
little
not
less.
mistaken, he'll be back tomorrow night.
What did the big guy say?
The big guy that I talked to,
Yeah.
he basically like got all up in my face and was like, "Nah, bro, go back to the bar."
He gave you the not in those shoes, mate.
Yeah. You can't come in here with those shoes.
Fair enough. Are you even wearing shoes?
Sometimes. Shoes are for suckers.
So what food did you end up getting, McConaughey?
Yeah. What's your pleasure? You want some venison, some rib roast, some lamb? What'll it be?
Guys got any dimmies?
You got any HSP?
You're gonna have to tell me what that is. That's some kind of elf dish.
You don't know HSP, man? Oh, let me tell you, you're in for a treat. You take all the potatoes, and then you get some cheese. You cover that shit in cheese, and then you get the sauces, this sauce, that sauce. You put it all together. Oh, it's the best thing you'll ever have. But I'll have some venison.
Absolutely, right away. Kara, would you mind bringing some venison over here to the bar, or would you folks like a table?
I'd be keen to eat at a table.
Yeah, let's grab a table.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. He said, I'll have it sent to the table right over here, or you can have the booth over here, but the table isn't too big.
Oh, booth.
Table.
Oh, you want to go to a table?
Table?
All right.
Which table are we going to, Korg? Which one do you want? Okay, let's go.
Safety first. Back to the pillar.
Smart.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
McConaughey never made it inside.
Oh, I never made it in. Awkward.
You still headbutting that wall?
Yeah.
You just tap on the window.
mean,
Hey, have you heard of HSP?
So they bring out some venison with some potatoes and cheese and a couple of sauces on the side. Not too sure exactly how you're meant to make it.
Are the potatoes even cooked?
The fixings. Oh yeah, good cut roasted potatoes.
Perfect. That'll do.
You sound like you got the munchies, McConaughey.
Man, like you wouldn't believe.
So Kern is at the end of the bar. He says, "Come to think of it, ever since I had a hit of that whatever it was, I'm feeling a bit peckish myself."
Get it, Kern.
Do you want to join us, Kern?
Don't have to ask me twice. So he pulls up a chair over here.
This dwarf motherfucker.
So he slaps you on the shoulder as he comes up. Yes, yeah, great place this is. You know, when there's not serpent cults or goblins or any of those other things around. Let me tell you, there's another dwarf, very famous guy, named Zorba. He runs a menagerie. I heard from some folks he brought a dragon with him. I don't put any stock on those rumors or anything like that. There's no menageries that have a dragon or anything like that. But something fancy. He's a famous traveler. I'm sure he's brought back something great from his travels.
Where's he? I'd like to see a dragon.
Oh, it'll be at the festival tomorrow for sure. There'll be a crowd all around as the wonders that he's brought with him.
Korg, we need to see the dragon tomorrow.
You need to see the dragon.
I want to see the dragon tomorrow.
So yeah.
No, Mum said you had to come with me.
Is Mum here?
Your mum, my mum, said that you had to come with me to make sure I don't get into trouble.
What
Pretty
about
sure I don't see Mum in this bar.
what about your
Now,
dad's?
Korg, tomorrow when you're hungover.
Oh, screw you, little man.
What about his dad? What did his dad say?
I don't even think Dad knows we're here.
Dad was busy. Dad was busy teaching our brothers to be useless.
Now, are you
Oh,
talking about
buddy.
Korg's dad, or are you talking about Zash's dad?
Oh, don't you start that shit again,
Oh,
Tutu.
Dad, it's the same man, you weirdy little funny name thing.
Give me some of that venison. I want some of that venison.
Yeah. So yeah, Kern says, "Oh, I'll back you up. I've heard of this kind of thing. I bet you were born during one of those monostorms, right?"
Yep.
See?
Yeah. We like the Earth genealogy. Some of them have come up our way. They're great at finding things, gemstones and iron veins, all kinds of things. I'm sure my countrymen up in Nettlegar would love to meet you.
Sure.
Hey, we could go up there, Korg.
Yep.
That might be where my mission is.
Whatever you say.
In that case, we're going to go and see a dragon tomorrow.
You're going to go see a dragon tomorrow.
No, you said whatever I say. So, dragon tomorrow, dragon.
Oh, shit.
You said, just then you said, so dragon tomorrow. Yes, you, me, they can come too, but you and me, the dragon.
Awesome.
Now, again, I gotta tell you, temper your expectations. Not too sure it's a real dragon here.
Maybe
It
maybe
might
we
be a dragon.
put one of those gold coins in the slot, and the dragon will move like this for you.
Earth Brother, Korg, you say it was. You look like a strong type. Were you competing in any of the great events that are happening here at the fair? I bet you'd do great in the wrestling or the melee or what. You folks look like you're pretty richly garbed. Either you some kind of knight or something like that. I heard there's going to be a joust tomorrow.
Nah. Same like horses. Wrestling sounds like fun.
Korg is the biggest and strongest and best ever.
Oh, shut up.
He proved that out when we were fighting some
He
goblins.
smoked a goblin with one hit. It was amazing.
It was, I guess.
Yeah, you still haven't cleaned your face.
Tonight, it'll be fine. I've got my spare set on. It's all right.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about during the evening before you fill your bellies and have probably a few more drinks than you should and then head off to bed?
Do we need a game plan for the morning?
We're going to
That's tomorrow's problem.
festival. Well, I'm gonna go to the Pantheon tomorrow because I need to just check in, say hi.
You going to the Pantheon or you going to see the dragon?
Things in order. Pantheon first, while you're really hungover, and then dragon when you're less hungover, just in case it's dangerous.
Right.
McConaughey, what do you got on the plan for tomorrow?
I'm going to be taking this gingerbread Kara back to my room, I think. I'm going to make some kissy faces at her when she brings the food. I said I think my day's planned.
Make just a general charisma check when she comes to bring your food.
Shit. Yeah, right. 1 moment, please.
As he rolls a natural 20.
Yeah, just click on your charisma stat.
Oh, that's not good.
Not a save, just your actual score. But I think that'll be fine because unless you're not proficient in charisma saves, right?
No. No, I am
so
not.
that'll be fine. So that nine will hold. So
That's
yeah,
what I expected.
she just kind of rolls her eyes when you try your charms on her. Like she's working in a tavern every night. She's heard all of these lines before.
Not so lucky charms, huh?
She'll come around.
Yeah.
She's playing hard to get.
Maybe I might have to cast a fireball in her direction.
Dude.
If that's a euphemism, I really don't want to know.
Just settle your TC down already.
All it involves is her eyebrows will disappear.
Sounds like Matt's shenanigans to me.
So is that what happens when you get rejected?
Yeah.
Just the eyebrows?
Yeah. If I can't, no one can.
I tell you what, Zash, I'll come and have a look at this dragon with you.
Yeah, I'd
That
be
sounds
interested.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, anything that can produce fire, I've gotta see this.
Gullible.
Yep.
So-
I'm definitely keen to see whatever this thing is, dragon or whatever. And there's some inventor, Sirocco something or other, showing off some kind of new contraption. I wouldn't be surprised if it belches fire too.
That sounds interesting. Let's check that out too.
Well, it'll all be at the Harvest Festival tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll all have a good day there. There'll be more drinks to be had. Good
All right.
drinking with you all.
Cheers, Kern.
Good night, Kern.
Yeah,
Dang,
okay.
He took off real fast.
Yeah, he was fucking outies.
Damn.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do before?
Can I just try and like casually, just unassumingly sneak past this bouncer guy? Just not even sit at the same time. Just want to get past him.
You need a
You're
distraction.
trying to do this on the sly?
Yeah, on the sly. I don't want to
Yeah.
go talk to that dude in the corner. I don't give a shit about that. I just want to get into the private area.
Yeah, make a stealth check. We'll see if you can pull this off.
You want a distraction
stealth.
then?
No, I wouldn't think that far ahead. So I'm just clicking stealth in the thing, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably when he just is caught off guard by a noise at some other time.
Cold pulls out his
Sort of slip past him, maybe in this corner over here, up in the raised area.
So I'm just gonna sit there and then look back at Tura and just.
Someone's about
What's
to
up,
lose
bitch?
his eyebrows. That's all I'm saying.
The gentleman sitting in the corner kind of looks up from his drink and just goes. At which point the bouncer turns to you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. This section is reserved.
It's reserved for crafty motherfuckers like me.
Well, if you don't want me to apply my craft on you, I suggest you step down.
Whoa. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. I'm going back. Oh, good.
He says, never mind it. I'll be leaving for the evening. If they want the section, they're welcome to it. And he starts heading out the door.
Hey, guys, we should follow his ass.
Yeah, can we follow him?
That's a bit creepy.
You can.
Yeah. Do you? I don't know that I want to get my ass kicked. I'm gonna wait here.
Did the bouncer go with him?
No, the bouncer just kind of hangs out, and he goes back to sort of like next to the bar.
We
after
should
that.
follow his ass. But first, we should knock out that bouncer.
No.
Do it, Zash.
No, I'm. If you guys want to do it, I'm tired and I need to regather myself and try and heal up a little bit because
Clean your dress.
I've got some laundry I need to do. Yes, definitely.
Maybe you could spend some time like doing some bicep curls too.
I'm strong.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger.
Yeah, you are stronger than me. A strength of 7.
Can you even pull back a bow?
Shut the fuck up.
It's all just knowing the right pressure point to pull the string.
Yeah, it's finesse.
Yeah, your finesse.
All right, well,
Okay,
shall
so
we?
All right.
Let's call it a night, guys.
Yeah,
What do
should
you
we
think?
retire? We'll retire for
Yeah.
the evening.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan, Stan.
I would
And the,
Bran, maybe
be in the room with Tura.
can you?
How does healing overnight work, DK? Do I have to actually cast healing word on myself, or
so yeah, now's probably a good time to talk about. There are 2 different kinds of rests that you can do in D&D 5th edition, which I know we didn't cover in session 0. So there's a short rest that takes an hour. And during a short rest, you can spend 1 or more of your hit dice. Right now, everybody only has one hit die, and that's listed under your hit points there. So you have a reserve of hit dice that are equal to your level. And if you want to spend them during a short rest, you can roll those hit dice, and you earn a number of hit points back equal to the number that you roll.
I've been eating them? Sorry, I stopped listening for a second. I'll be 1 second. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please excuse me.
Wow, what a joke. This was all for you, Alistair. No one else. What a dick.
Hey, can you explain this thing? But I'm just gonna go this way.
Uh-oh, I think, did we lose Korg too?
Yeah, Ducky
Hold
dropped. He's
Oh,
back.
I think he's come back.
The
Okay.
brothers
there he is.
just pissing
There
off
he is.
together.
Yeah, so during a short rest, you can spend your hit dice and stuff like that. And some of your abilities that you have, depending on your class, you have some abilities that say that you can only use this X number of times, and then you must take a short rest or a long rest. So anything that recharges on a short rest, like Korg, I think for you, your second wind ability that you have, that recharges after a short rest. So you can use that once.
And you
And
pass
then
without
you-
a trace.
And then you have to take a short rest after that. A long rest is 8 hours of inactivity, of which at least a chunk of it has to be sleep. You can't do a long rest more than once over 24 hours, but over that long rest, once it's complete, you earn back all your hit points, all your spell slots, all your abilities that recharge, and you get half of your maximum hit dice back. So if you had 6 hit dice, you earn 3 back at the end of a long rest. So that's basically how resting works. So you'll all be fully fresh and ready to go after a good night's sleep in the morning.
My thing says I only have to rest for 4 hours.
Yeah. So yeah, as an elf, or I think you only have to go into a trance for 4 hours, and that's the equivalent of 8 hours of sleep. But the long rest itself still has to be 8 hours of inactivity. So you only have to be in trance for 4 of it. By the other 4, you basically can't do anything more heavy than just kind of, doing very light activity. No fighting. or anything like that.
Like standing at the front of a tavern.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as that's too strenuous.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Sorry, DK. I missed that. In terms of healing me
that's-
back up, I can use
Yeah,
long
so
rest.
after a long rest, you basically get everything back. The only thing that doesn't fill back all the way is you get half of your total hit dice back at the end of a long rest, or half your maximum back, I should say. So if you have 6 hit dice, you get 3 back at the end of a long rest. But you get all your hit points back, you get all your spell slots back. So you'll be fresh and good to go in the morning.
Okay, so I can put myself back up to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there like a button to do a long rest, or we just
there's not a button for that. There might be an API for it, but I'm not aware of it yet. So you'll have to manually reset your hit points and your spell slots and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
Done.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we're ready to head off to the Harvest Festival.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we harvest festivaling, or
Do you want to go Pantheon first, didn't you?
I was going to go and just check in and see the people of my cult. Good manners. Drop in, say good day. Representatives of my cult in the city, while they're still they can come or they're sleeping off their hangovers. Specifically, Korg, because
Yeah, early in the morning.
That look from Paul is just the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, you head out to the Pantheon early in the morning before a lot of the festivities kick off, and there are some acolytes and priests who are there attending to the different idols and things like that. And they say, "Welcome, brother cleric." They recognize you from your garb and things like that. They say, what organization do you belong to?
I'm from the cult of Seraphiel.
Ah, yes, excellent. We've had some items procured from them. There's been an altar that's already furnished with some idols and offerings that have been made. Is there anything else that we can help you with?
Are there any other of my brothers in the city that you're aware of?
There may be some. I would imagine they're probably going to be at the Harvest Festival today, maybe looking for converts, although the cult of the serpent is certainly well ahead of everyone in that department. They have many members who are out and about. You'll probably see them wandering through the city. They've been carrying baskets of flowers, handing them out to various passersby, expounding on the virtues of the serpents. It's a bit inappropriate if you ask me. Just live and let live.
Wankers.
Okay. Thank you for the information. That'll come in handy, I'm sure. Thank you.
Of course, brother. If you need any aid, of course, do not hesitate to call on us. You are always welcome here.
Cool. I will go back and rejoin the boys.
Okay.
Because obviously that's not going to lead to anything. Although being naturally inquisitive, because I'm going to be, I might just go and have a look at this thing that the cult of serpents are doing. Might just go, it's early morning, wander around the town, have a look around, find my way to there and see what they're doing, just from the outside, not inside.
Yeah, so from the outside, you see it is definitely a well-constructed, fresh masonry wall that's probably a good 25 feet high. That's in a circular pattern around this tower. It takes up a good chunk of real estate in the town. This was probably something that would have been fairly expensive to build. They might have had to clear out some old buildings to make room for this. And there is a collection of guards who are outside guarding a gate that is currently closed on the outside. Looks like a heavy wood and iron gate that's closing in the tower.
I might just going to leave those guards alone because, I don't have Korg. And I might go back and just tell, are there any other members of the public around, out and about early who might be living close by the Serpent Tower?
Yeah, I mean it's in kind of a middle class district of town. There are some people who are passing by on the streets and things like that. So just pull somebody aside.
Yeah, I just sort of, is somebody who might live close by and sort of ask them about how long it's been there and whether they had to knock houses down and whether people are happy that they're there and what's going on. It's quite a big building. We've got the Pantheon. Why do we need another big build to some other god? What's their thoughts?
Yeah, various passersby say, yeah, that is a little bit weird. I've always found the Pantheon to be enough as well. There was already an idol to set there for anybody who wanted to make offerings, but they were very specific about wanting to build this building. I heard they paid off a vast sum to the proconsul, and he certainly never met a bag of coins he didn't like. So they decided to build a tower. They mostly seem to keep to themselves. I see people come. Some people leave in the morning. They come back at night. They don't really make too much of a fuss. It's been busy with construction, but whatever they do in there, it doesn't seem to be bothering anybody else.
Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you.
Yep, certainly. You're headed to the Harvest Festival today, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh yes. I met this dwarf. His name was Kern, and he said there's a dragon.
I heard something like that. Well, we'll see. People love to make up tall tales, don't they?
I don't know, but I'd really love to see a dragon.
Dwarves.
All right. So, can I move everybody over to the Harvest Festival?
Yeah. I've got to join them, and I've done the exploring I need to explore.
All right. So I'm going to shift maps here.
Ooh, look at the size of that guy.
he was pretty huge.
Look.
Oh, he's massive.
All right, moving everybody onto the map here. Okay, so just outside of the eastern gates of town, or one of the eastern gates of town, is where most of the new pavilions and things like that have been set up for the Harvest Festival. So it's definitely a crowded affair. Just outside the gate, you see two young women right over here. One with kind of dark, dusky skin, the other with light skin, are distributing flowers. They look to be soliciting donations. Each one of them wears a bracelet that looks like two intertwining snakes. They're just kind of offering flowers to people who are passing by.
What's with old mate Shady McDaniels hanging on the corner over here? Can I make a perception check on that guy and just sort of notice what he's up to?
Yeah, I think you probably notice him just fine. If you're trying to discern his like intentions or something like that, maybe you'd want to try like an insight check. I think would be a little bit more along the ground, that kind of thing.
Does anyone have any good insight bonuses?
I'm too busy looking at those fine ass ladies.
I do have an insight bonus. Yes.
Because it's always good to figure out if we're about to lose our tiny box of gold.
Whose tiny box of gold?
Ours.
Yeah. You made me carry it.
That's right, we did.
Well.
And you bought it with?
Yes, I did. I couldn't leave it behind. I don't trust them.
How else are we going to order a Swanson?
Okay, so all right. Okay, I will use insight on this gentleman and see if I can not find anything because I can't roll anything good.
Well, since it was pointed out to you by Steven, he's kind of assisting with this. We could say you probably made that roll at advantage, so we could take the 23 out of those two results. So you get the definite impression that he is watching the two young women, just kind of looking at them, but more sort of looking to make sure that nobody else is bothering them. He's not looking at them in like a creepy, leering way. More like he's kind of watching from afar to make sure they don't get accosted.
So you're a pimp, yo.
Can we see whether he's wearing one of those bracelets? Does it look like he's wearing one of those bracelets?
So make a perception check for that. That would be the kind of thing you'd use a perception check for.
Okay.
Oh, I got a bonus.
Is he wearing a big pink fur coat?
He is.
So if he fails a perception check, can I try as well?
So yeah, usually what I'll do is if more than one person wants to make a check, it's not real time sensitive right now. So if you guys just hang out for a few minutes and kind of watch his movements and stuff like that, you kind of get a look and you do see something. So you didn't roll that great on the perception. You do see something.
No, I didn't. That would be a 1.
You do see something shiny like on his wrist. You can't be certain it's another one of those bracelets, but it does kind of look like it's maybe made of the same material, that he's wearing something shiny around his wrist.
They seem like those serpent cultists, I reckon, that our old mate was telling us about at the bar last night.
I think you could be right. They said this morning, the Pantheon people said that that they're handing out flowers.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so they must be part of the serpent cult.
So Muse, it looks like you're stepping up there.
I'm stepping up to the ladies. What's up, ladies?
Yo, well, let me find out.
Selling, but I'll have 2.
Ancient then says, "Oh, may the light shine on you, elf brother." And one of them offers you a flower.
I will
Not the
accept
flower
that
he was
flower.
looking for.
Can you smoke that flower?
We can smoke anything, man.
Do something so lovely with a flower.
What's your name?
My name is Alara.
McConaughey and Lara sitting in a tree. Fucking.
You're very funny, Sir Elf. May the light shine on you. Are you interested in furnishing a donation for the lovely Brotherhood or the Sisterhood of the Serpents today?
Yeah. That guy over there in the dress. He's my accountant. Go get some money off him.
That guy in the dress.
I'm not giving money to another cult.
Well, if we don't, that might anger their pimp over there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're not giving them money. They're the cult of the serpent.
Hey,
Look how
My
fine they are.
deity Seraphiel would not appreciate me giving funds to another group. I can't do it. I won't do it. Korg, back me up.
What?
Thank you. See?
What?
I told you.
hey, Brew.
What? All right.
Should we
I
stop?
want to see what's going on.
Yeah, should we stop standing around outside like a bunch of wussies and enjoy some festivities?
All right. I'll say goodbye to these ladies.
Goodbye, leaders.
Goodbye, ladies.
All right. So into the festival you go.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So there's definitely things that are going on throughout the festivities. There's a variety of different merchants who are hawking their wares. Off to your guys' left, you see there is a blacksmith who's clanking away on an anvil, who's displaying some new kinds of goods to anybody who's passing by. See, there's a fortune teller. There's kind of a games area where people are gathering further up the road. There's a recruiter for the Republic's legions who are shouting slogans at young men who are passing by, promising 3 square meals a day, 10 gold a month, enough to send home to your families with leftovers for your enjoyment. Earn the respect of your countrymen and the gratitude of our glorious republic.
Again?
Crumb must go find nourishment. He will check out the replay to catch the end. Good luck, fellas. Thanks for stopping by, Crumb.
Thanks for coming in.
Where's his blacksmith?
So the blacksmith is off to the left. Let's see, I can
Is that
reset.
Steely?
Steely Pate.
Yeah,
Steely
Steely
Pie.
Pate.
Steely
Pate.
Pate.
Should we check out what he's got, Korg?
Damn straight.
Okay, let's go. Hi, my name's Ashia.
Far out. Shut up, boy.
This is my brother Korg.
You look like you have the look of a warrior about you. Are you in need of new arms or armament? Steely Pate
Yeah,
makes
what
the
you got?
best. Oh, well, you're a big fella, but I reckon I have some armor that could probably fit a big fella like you. Or is it weapons you're looking for?
Thinking about an armor upgrade.
Ooh, what are you gonna get, Korg? What are you gonna get?
Shut up.
Sorry.
Let's say not that I got a lot of funds to. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Can you do anything with my chainmail?
Wait, what about your chainmail?
What kind of skills do you possess to upgrade my?
Oh, if you're looking for the next kind of upgrade up, there's splint armor that's available, which for some reason the gold costs an all here. Give me 1 second here.
It's free.
Yoink!
So I got my trusty player's handbook here in front of me.
Oh, good. That makes one of us.
Two of us.
Splint
Three of us.
Splint armor, which is the next upgrade up, costs 200 gold
Oh, shit.
for Splint
Sorry,
armor.
Corg, that's more than we've got.
I'm shit out of luck there.
It's like,
What you got
are
on
you,
your weapons?
are you competing in the games?
Is there an entry fee?
Oh, a small one, but I'm sure for a big fella like you, there's much more to win.
Corg, you're pretty strong. You could do it.
Interesting.
Stroking his rock beard.
I shall see you later.
Good. I look forward to it.
As do I.
If you're in need of any special arrows too, obviously if you can't afford the splint armor, then these adamantium arrows would be a little bit out of your price range as well. I would imagine.
Adamantium, Corg.
I don't even have a bow.
Like, no, you like to get up close and personal. I can tell just from looking at you.
Yeah. Had enough up
Are
close
you
and
here
personal.
to try against Sirocco's warbot?
Sirocco's what?
Is warbot some kind of monstrous contraption at the other end of the fairgrounds?
Take it on, Corg.
Please explain.
Well,
Corg,
I didn't build the damn thing. I've just heard everybody talking about it. It says he's offering some kind of reward. He's putting up money against people who are willing to take on the warbot.
Intriguing.
You could do it.
Shut up.
Sorry, Corg.
Warbot, eh?
Yeah.
Watch
So
the sounds of that.
Hi,
Is
my
that-
name's Cecilia.
have you seen my turkey? There's a young boy passing by. I've lost my prize-winning turkey.
Jive-ass turkey.
Turkey. My friend McConaughey Muse likes wild turkeys.
He's
yours
not
a wild turkey?
He's a farm turkey.
Oh, probably not.
I was gonna win the prize, but I can't find him.
Where'd you see it last?
Barbecue?
Well, where it was supposed to be. So he runs around. He's like, turkey.
Corg,
It's a young-
have you seen a
young
turkey?
boy
Corg.
running around.
All right.
Go away, child.
Me or him?
He's more than happy to leave you alone. He's off looking for his turkey.
Okay.
So, Tura,
Comments. Yeah.
as you're kind of wandering past on this section over here, there are two gnomes who are next to this wagon in brightly colored clothing, and appears to be kind of a middle-aged woman from the way that she walks, but has kind of a young-looking face. She says, Master Half-Elf, would you be interested in having your fortune read? Only 2 gold. I'm sure that knowledge of the future is worth more than that to a man like you.
You know what? In a normal day, I'm pretty confident with what my day holds, but I am feeling a little groggy, so the future is a little hazy for me right now.
Will allow me to clarify it for you.
all
Only
right.
2 gold.
You caught me at a moment of weakness, woman, so here's your 2 gold. And now flicker 2 gold. I need to move that from somewhere.
Yeah, just go ahead and deduct that from your sheet along next to your where the coins are.
So there.
Oh, I can't see what you're looking at.
Okay, so I'm down to 13.
Yeah, you were 15 before. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
The hell, you had 15 gold? Rich.
So do you, little man.
I got
Put
5
that
gold,
shit
man.
in my hand.
I got 5 gold, man.
So she invites you into her wagon and says, "Come, let's see what the cards hold for you."
That always bodes well.
All right, woman, show me your cards.
She says, "Faye the fortune teller, I am."
Oh, Faye, apologies. I don't mean to cause offense by just referring to you as woman.
Of course, Master Turoa.
Nice. So Faye, what does my future hold in store for me?
So she kind of slaps her hands together, asks you to put your palms on the table.
Yeah.
So she examines your palms very closely, rubs a crystal ball, pulls several cards out from a deck she has in a velvet pouch, places them on the table. Then you see her eyes kind of roll back into her head, and you see just the whites of her eyes. And you feel like you catch a glint of something in her eyes, almost like a field of stars or something like that flashes briefly across. Can you roll a d20 for me? So just type into the chat /R 1d20.
No, what kind of slash?
The forward slash, the one that's with the question mark.
R.
Yeah.
1D20.
Yep.
Unrecognized command.
Did you put a space in between the R and the 1d20?
I did not.
Okay.
Rolling the dice. 7. Boom.
Okay. So, sometime in the next 24 hours, you may substitute anyone's d20 roll. It can be your d20 roll, or it could be an enemy's d20 roll. And you can determine this after they've already rolled. You can replace it with that 7. So keep note of that 7 somewhere. So you can write it if you want. You can type it into that third empty bubble above your token if you want, or you can just write it down on a little piece of paper and just remember that you have a 7 that you can substitute in for another d20 roll. And that could be a skill check, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Like, continue value in the box. So like
That's
that?
pretty cool.
Let me see. Yeah,
Cool.
just like that.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Faye. I'm not sure if that's good or bad news. I think at this stage it's just news.
Yes. The future is mysterious.
That's how I like
Entirely
it.
sure what it says, but you've glimpsed the possibilities.
I'm pretty sure the vagaries of what you've just told me was definitely worth the 2 gold I paid.
Good. I'm glad. I expect at some moment when you most need it that one of your enemies may fail.
Yeah, or Zashir might find himself in a bit of trouble, you know what I mean?
Perhaps.
Poor little dress guy.
Why does it always feel like I'm being picked on?
What else have you got going on here, Faye?
Well, my cousin Gillard, he handles the gems. If you're looking to buy or sell any precious stones, I'm sure he can help you.
I do like me some precious stones. I'd love to see his wares.
Okay. He says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Gellert. Gellert.
Yes.
Yeah. What you got? Give me a look at your good stuff.
So he has various gemstones, rubies, opals, pearls, a diamond or two.
Have you got any jade in there? Any ponamu?
Yes. Just some small settings here. Maybe for some earrings or something like that.
I need something to imbue my mighty Taiaha, which is a weapon that I have right here that I used to club my enemies with. Have you got anything that might look good in the finishing of my Taiaha?
Something of sufficient quality for that. That would probably run you to infuse those kinds of qualities in a weapon. Would probably run you about 100 gold for that much jade.
I'll meet you in the middle and say 5 gold.
That's not the middle from where I'm standing. Maybe they do their mathematical sums a bit different where you're from.
Hey! I've had enough of your harassment there, Gellert. How dare you challenge my mathematical abilities? I'm outraged, but I might see you later.
I'm just saying. All right, well, good fortune to you the rest of the day.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow. What are you doing, Muse?
Friends.
Yeah, what's Muse up to?
Buying
Surprisingly,
or selling?
Muse is over with the herbalist.
Yeah, she says, welcome, Elf Brother. I'm just here collecting and selling various herbs. Can I interest you in anything?
Well, that's funny. I'm doing the same thing. I open my jacket and show her my wares. I've got some nice baked goods. If you're interested, what have you got?
You sell callus leaves, yes?
I sell many things.
Yes, they can be quite intoxicating. I've heard those Dominion folk who come from over the seas. They've introduced some other new kind of herb. It's all the rage. They call them cigarros, is what I've heard.
You got blunt.
And the most interesting aroma, but not nearly the same kind of shall we say calming effect as the callus leaves.
Well, I'm all about the calming chill effect, so I haven't tried that one yet. That's something I might have to look into. You don't have any of it, do you?
Oh well, of course I do. What sort of quantities are you interested in?
Look, I'll just one for now. Just try it. Would you be interested in trade, perhaps?
Oh, well, certainly. What is it that you have to trade?
I have this chocolate-covered pretzel.
Would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
Please tell me that one of your spells later is stink palm.
Well, that's very interesting. But if it's confections that you're interested in, I'm sure they sell them at other parts of the festival. I thought you would have other herbs. Maybe, do you have healing herbs or anything like that?
I have many herbs. They don't tend to heal so much, although one of my boys does use it for his cataracts. He says it's very helpful.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Medicinal purposes only.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Of course. It's a serious business.
Can I pull out some sort of stash of mine for her to inspect?
Yes, just as I expected. Callus leaves. Perhaps a slightly different subspecies than I'm used to. But I'd be interested in perhaps trading some of my quantity for a bit of yours.
Seems like a fair deal to me.
The old callus bus sleeves.
Yeah. Cool. I will take some of her fancy stuff and swap it.
Okay. Absolutely. Just very interested in that.
Nice. Do you sell potions of healing by any chance?
I do have some that are available. I also have the herbs that could be used to make them. I've heard the alchemist, Angai the alchemist, is a little ways up the road. He certainly has more of that kind of stock that's available. But do you know how to crush the herbs to make the potions? Because certainly I can sell you some of those herbs as well.
Yeah, I do. I'm quite skilled in many things, and that is one of them. How much would those herbs be?
So I'm double checking here. Yeah. So
Don't be more than 5 gold.
So normally, potions of healing would cost 50 gold, but since you're proficient in the herbalism kit, basically you can make them with 25 gold worth of ingredients.
That's
so if you purchase 25 gold worth of those herbs, you could spend basically 8 hours of work making a healing potion out of them.
Right. That is time consuming.
Yeah.
Look, I tell you what, for now, I will not buy any herbs. Oh, and also I don't have 25 gold.
We're a bunch of broke ass motherfuckers.
Make me carry it.
Where is my favorite member of the party?
Yeah. So, what, are you going to be here all day?
Oh yes, of course, all day. I will be going to watch some of the events a bit later, but yes, I'll be setting up shop here.
All right, you should come meet me later if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think I do.
Yeah, you do. All right, baby. I'll walk away. I'll go find Tura. Oh shit! He teleported.
Borrowed most of your technology, I think.
I know, right?
Yeah, I feel there's a medic around here somewhere.
Nice. Hey Tura, I got this. I think she called it cigarros. We can try that shit later.
Oh, cigarros. Roll that cigarros.
Yeah, she didn't have the cigarros. She'd only
didn't she?
heard about them. Yeah, she just had a different strain of
Okay, sorry, dude.
of the herb.
You got my
you
hopes
used
up.
to slinging.
Sorry, man. I think she called this one Pineapple Express.
You got any of that berserker?
No berserker yet. We'll find some. We'll grow some.
Am I able to? Am I able to like busk using my using some of my talents? Is that a thing? Or
Yeah, and they even have some competitions that are set up a little bit later for
I'll wait for
various
that.
entertainers if you want to engage in that.
yeah, it's Kellershite's Got Talent, I believe the name of it.
Nailed it right there. If you want to go and sign up for some of those events, you're certainly welcome to.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll wait for that.
Yeah, so let me see what the notes that I have on that. Yeah, so they have some different events that are usually like between 1 and 5 silver pieces to enter. And then for the winners of that, you can make between 2 and 3 times your money, depending on what kind of performances you're doing.
Can you get change? Like if I give
money
someone.
changer right there.
You mean
Yeah,
from the money
totally.
changer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right.
So 1 gold's worth how many silver?
10.
Right.
what are the brothers up to?
Who's this Antonio guy?
Hi, my name's Ashia.
No.
This is my brother Korg.
Zashir and Korg. Pleased to meet you. I am Antonio de Cassetta.
You have an amazing name.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I am here to handle all of your banking needs. I come from one of the wealthiest of the banking houses of Comir. Perhaps you have heard of me. The Cassetta Bank is famous, after all.
I haven't, but I've been busy the last 10 or so years and haven't really had a lot of use for money. Korg,
What?
have you heard of them?
No.
Oh, sorry, Antonio.
You have a chest there. I assume it is full of coin.
No, not full. But there's got some in it, yes.
And,
Is that a chest in your pocket? Or
We've got some, but I don't know that I want to put it in a bank because I'm not sure that it will ever come back to me.
yeah, don't trust the banking system.
you do not have to worry about that type of thing with us. We have very secure transactions, and we have these letters of exchange. No need to carry around all the coin. I can change it into a contract that you keep just on a single sheaf of paper, and you can trade it at any merchant trading house. The word of the Cassetta Bank is as good as gold.
But then what happens to my money?
Well, the gold, it goes off to lay more gold eggs, to hatch more gold, and more gold, and more gold. And so the cycle goes.
But if you can hatch gold eggs, why can't I hatch gold eggs?
Oh, you don't have
Korg,
the
do we
right.
have gold eggs?
No.
Where do
These
you get
guys
gold
follow-
eggs?
Let's go.
It is in the magic of commerce, my friend.
Korg, you said we should go? I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Well, remember the Cassetta Bank for all of your needs. It's as you walk away.
Thank you, Mr. Cassetta Man. Bye-bye.
That was a very accurate portrayal of how the banking system does work.
Hi, my name's Ashia. This is my brother Korg.
Turns out that's a statue.
Oh, are you going to see the wrestling?
My brother Korg could do the wrestling. He is so amazing.
I'll bet he is. Big fella.
Come on, where is the wrestling? Is it
Just up
started?
ahead.
Have we missed it?
No. They'll be getting started soon. If you're going to sign up, you best head over that way.
Come on, Korg.
Which
You
way?
need to sign up. You're amazing.
Ah, shit.
Up ahead.
The giraffe says the share is pretty great. Hey, McConaughey, I've got to just quickly talk to this money changer. I'm thinking about entering the one of the talent shows because I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but I'm pretty good at swallowing fire.
So glad you said fire.
Yeah.
Swallowing fire, ball whiskey.
That's right. Yeah. You good lady.
Yes, I am Mara, and how can I help you today?
I need some silver bits.
Certainly,
Fire.
absolutely. I'd have no trouble exchanging that.
Fantastic.
Are you're just wanting some silver denarii here?
Yeah, I think so. And this getting copper is also something that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, people will make change easy enough. I mean, like silver is the kind of everyday exchange. You probably would pay a couple copper for a meal here or there, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like a stay at a nice inn would probably be like a silver between 1 and 5 silver a night.
So if I change 1 gold, I could get 10 silver.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Fortunately, they're smart in the world of D&D and use the metric system.
Hooray!
Huzzah. So I'm down from 13 to 12 gold. Do you charge a fee?
Don't give them ideas, man.
I don't know. I need a commerce check.
There's a banking guy over there.
She's mostly here to see if there's any exotic coins or things to be gathered, or if it needs to change out like denominations from other cities or things like that. People who prefer their trade in one currency or another. But no, she's not charging fees just to convert gold to silver.
She's not what? She's what? Sorry.
She's not charging fees though, just to get change basically.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get 10 silver and maybe 10 copper as well. Oh wait, how much? How much is?
So you're getting 9 silver and 10 copper then?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. If you think of
yeah. I was doing the conversion wrong on that.
Yeah. 10 silver to a gold, 10 copper to a silver.
That's the New Zealand exchange rate.
You know what? Ours is better than the Australian at the moment.
You need to shut your mouth.
It's because we're allowed outside.
We are until Sunday night. Yeah, tonight.
Oh, really?
We can't anymore.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Good place
Spending
to
our
be.
last day of freedom inside with you guys.
Yeah, 4 hours playing D&D.
Perfect.
It is the shortest day of the year.
Yeah. All right. McConaughey, do you need to talk to Mara at all? I'm going to hit up with the brothers.
No, I'm good. I've got change. I robbed those little goblin bastards the other day.
Oh,
I'm
that's
good.
right. Smart. Oh, yeah, we didn't even check all of them, right?
Yeah, I checked them all.
No,
I checked. Well, except for the one that you turned to ash.
That silver was still good.
It's fine.
Shit. All right.
I want to go punch a triceratops.
Let's go punch a triceratops.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a crowd that's gradually gathering as you see various wrestlers and people like that, it appears, who are starting to stretch at the far end of the fairgrounds here. I'm going to move them onto the token layer.
Ooh, which one's the Undertaker?
That's Kane.
Yeah.
That one's Kane.
So yeah, there's some wrestlers who are warming up, but yeah, there's definitely a crowd who's gathering over here toward the left around Zorba, the menageress. So it has painted in big letters, over a tent, and the children in particular are interested in this strange three-horned armor-crested beast.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jasir. This is my brother Korg. Oh, Korg.
So
Korg.
The pride of the menagerie does appear to be this lizard creature is introduced as Trinket the Thunder Lizard from the 100 Isles of the Jade Sea.
Now, is that his full name on his passport? Because that's
on his papers.
Yeah.
So Zorba is saying, yes, come and see the world famous Thunder Lizard. Two silver for a ride. You know, you have to ride on the Thunder Lizard.
Is it? So did you say it was mechanical?
Zorba,
No,
we got told there was a dragon.
Oh, the tail's growing the tail. It's not a dragon. I fear it's a Thunder Lizard. Doesn't breathe fire, doesn't fly, but certainly it looks impressive, doesn't it? What a glorious beast!
But I wanted to see a dragon.
That's wholly disappointing.
Yeah.
You must have seen quite a lot in your day, then.
Yeah. Whenever I look in
I
the
wanted
mirror.
to see a dragon.
Saying, well, if that doesn't impress you. Well, Zorba of Son of Zambar can also show you the other wonders that I have. So he also is showing off a crested eagle that will go and retrieve different things off of his leather glove that he has. There's a trio of monkeys that do various tricks, and a dancing bear named Bairn who shuffles around and does like some kind of little cartwheel thing for the crowd, who does a impressive clap. But most of the kids want to ride the Triceratops.
Zorba, my good man.
Yes.
Could you show us your one-eyed snake?
All right, we'll have to come back to that later. Maybe buy me a few drinks.
Oh, okay, my good man. I like Zorba. He's all right.
Jeez.
All right.
So
Can
there's
I?
a young girl who rushes to the front of the line. She says, me next. I have my 2 silver. I want to ride the Thunder Lizard.
Good thing Korg's over the other side, because he wouldn't stand for that shit.
I was just looking for the sign up.
Yeah, so if you go to the master of the games, it says, oh, you must be looking to enter the wrestling competition. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, very well. And what is your name?
Korg.
Korg, and where do you hail from?
Who cares?
Who cares? Got it. And your height and weight?
Shit, I don't remember.
It's in your character sheet.
I should probably write this here so I don't announce it incorrectly.
Let's see. What was that last I checked?
You can decide now, too.
Oh, I'm sure I put that somewhere.
It might be on the second part where it says bio on your character sheet.
Character sheet core under your where your class and level and race and shit is. It's got 3
DK.
buttons.
What was the height? 6'2" and 225.
Okay. Okay, very well. I'll add you to the list. And we'll be starting here momentarily. Anybody else doing anything before the wrestling starts? So while the people are stretching in the background, you also see up front here there is a large wood and metal contraption that appears in the middle of the gaming grounds here. It has like some rotating sandbags. It has some wooden lances that are attached to swivels, all kinds of just weird things. And it's made up of a composite of different parts and things like that. The guy who's standing next to it has been introduced as Sarako Lohar. And he says, Come, pay what you want to enter. We'll put up 5-1 against you. I'll wager my coin against any team of 4 or less who will try the warbot.
Oh, that's interesting. There happens to be 4 or less of us.
Step right up then. Step right up. Take on the warbot. I'll wager that it can beat you. It can lick you before you lick it. And you see, there's a variety of like youngsters, probably teen boys who are nursing a collection of bruises and things like that as they're getting up and walking away, splattered with mud and things like that as they're marching away from the field, kind of pushing one another, being like, no, I told you had to disable the lances first. Well, you didn't duck under the sandbag.
What do you say, fellas? I'm feeling pretty good after yesterday's efforts with them stinking goblins.
Should we
This
wait for
actually
Korg?
sounds like fun.
Should we?
DK.
Korg, you can do that first, or you can do wrestling first, Korg?
Whatever's first, I don't care.
What's going on, Muse?
Can I start ritual casting Speak with Animals?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, good idea.
Cool.
You're going to talk to the bear?
I'm going to talk to
Well, the thunder lizard.
Thunder Lizard and the monkeys. I want to get me a monkey.
I could talk to the monkeys.
You and the monkeys.
I'm going to spank the monkey.
You've been a bad monkey.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to finish your ritual kind of over by the side of the tent. So yeah, who are you trying to talk to?
First, I want to speak to the Thunder Lizard.
Okay.
Just be like, hey man, you're a big motherfucker. What's going on?
Happy.
You happy? That's good, man. They treat you good?
Good. Eat salad.
Nice. That's good. I've got some greens for you if you like, son.
I like greens.
Can I feed him some greens?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
I would like to try and feed him some greens.
Okay. So you can do me this. That tastes funny.
And make you have a good time, my friend.
That's nice. You talk good.
You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. So this guy looks after you guys, all right?
Good.
All right, good.
Don't get chased by Sharptooth.
That is a bonus. Stupid Sharptooth. All right, well, you have a good day, my horny friend.
You too.
All right, I'm going to go talk to the monkeys.
Does that put the lizard asleep?
What's
No,
up, my
but
little monkey brothers?
Like, ooh, got stuff. Give us a spoon. Spoon. One spoon.
Everybody wants a spoon.
Yeah, he's not here. He's putting together a Pathfinder campaign.
And eating all the KFC, apparently.
All the KFC.
Like, oh, KFC. Coletta's fried chicken. Should get some of that. Get Coletta's fried chicken. Bring us some. Bring us chicken. Bring chicken.
Hey, would one of you monkeys like to come with me? We'll go get all the chicken.
No, not allowed. Not allowed. Have to finish. You bring chicken. Bring chicken.
All right, then we can play.
Have to do the tricks. Have to do the tricks if you want the chicken.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll bring you some chicken. Then we can play.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
McConaughey's going to molest a monkey.
It does sound like he's grooming a monkey.
Yeah. Hey, monkey. You
Monkey.
I got some chicken in my van back here. You want some
Candy
van chicken?
I just want a damn monkey.
All right. Fellow adventurers, shall we put our skills to the test and face that big old robot jerk that's standing over in that giant sandpit?
Look,
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
we probably
good.
should.
But first, everybody come together. Close to me.
No.
Over here.
Where are
Did you always say?
Oh, yeah, over here.
And you, Korg!
Fucking little shit.
Stand there. Right there. There, Korg.
He just stopped to
Stand
the
there, Korg.
side.
Okay, well, here you have it, folks. These 4 brave souls are gonna take on the warbot. Let's give them a hand. And how much are you willing to put up against the warbot?
Ooh.
We'll put up 5 gold.
Ah, well, that happens to be the maximum. So yes, 5 gold. 5 gold to win 25. Who could come up with a better deal? That's the most hefty wager today. Give them a hand, folks. Like the crowd.
I'm going to cast Bless on the boys.
Okay.
Hashtag
go
bless
ahead.
for the boys.
Hashtag bless.
And cast bless, and then immediately after that, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep.
Can I cast bless as well?
It doesn't stack.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. So you're casting on everybody but yourself. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
So I'm gonna put
Hashtag
on-
bless for the boys.
Yeah.
Okay, so each of you on your sheets, if you open them up, underneath your saving throws and your attacks, there should be a little box that's marked as global save mods and global attack mods, and there should be a little checkbox next to bless.
Yeah.
See where those are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So go ahead and check those boxes since you're blessed right now, and that will automatically add 1d4 to your rolls while you're blessed.
Cool.
Tight.
And then we'll go ahead and have everybody roll initiative because it's time to fight this thing.
Yeah. This is the best part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Hey, I finally rolled a good initiative.
initiative. Oh
I'm
shit.
amazing.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
Oh,
I
my
think it's-
initiative thing's gone.
You need to click it on your
it's
click
click on
on
yourself.
token.
I need to
Token.
click on myself. That'll probably help. Oh, yeah.
I don't know to bless me. You all suck, and I still got to go first.
Okay, Zashir, you're up first.
Hide behind Korg.
Wow. Those are some low-ass rolls.
Told you the size hate me,
Pretty
man.
remarkable. Pretty remarkable. 2 nat ones, a 4, and a 14.
Okay. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go get him, Churchy.
Yeah, smoke his ass.
I'm gonna run to here. And then I'm gonna hit him with my mace.
Mace,
Okay.
mace.
Kapow!
There's a couple.
Oh,
Not that it matters. There's a couple different things you can target. There are some sandbags that are whirling around in kind of a pattern that are sort of dipping down to try to knock you guys on your feet. There's a couple of swivel lances that are attached to gears that are poking out straight ahead in various directions, and then there's just kind of the chassis of the warbot itself. So depending on what you want to target, you can go after it. But in any case, they all have better than a 5 armor class. So
Sorry, does this thing have legs? Like, is it mobile? Or is it sort of fixed in the position in the middle there?
it looks like it probably could move, but it appears to be like it's anchored down where it is. But you're told that the rules are that you have to stay in this pit area while you're fighting it.
Are we able to break bits off of Korg and throw them into the gears of the machine?
That's kind of between you and Korg.
I'm sure he's fine
It's a
with it.
very personal question.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the biggest bit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I believe that it's not going to be Korg's turn.
Korg.
Cog, wreck it.
Yeah.
Cog.
You
Cog,
know-
wreck it.
Oh, God,
I'm not sure I like this discussion.
Huh?
Said I'm not sure I appreciate this discussion.
Well, maybe we don't break a bit off you. Maybe you break a bit off it. If you know what I mean. Break yourself off a piece.
So we're just walking up here and having a swing, is that?
Yeah, and what do you want to attack? Do you want to attack the sandbags, the swivel lances, or the chassis?
The chassis.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your warhammer here.
Do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Nice.
Okay, 11 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, so you definitely dent part of the chassis. So you partially stave in one of the metal plates that's on it, and there's some splintered wood that falls off. So the thing sort of like moves a little bit and just tilts just slightly. All right. Is that it for your turn?
You done?
Anything else, Corg? Is that it for your turn?
No, that'll do for now. I'll just get broken off and snap my arm or something.
Okay. So it is going to use its lance attacks on the people who are close to it. So Zashir and Korg. So first attack is going to be on Zashir. 12 to hit.
No, 17.
No. And then another one on Korg, which is a 20 to hit. So you take 5 damage, Korg, as you get punched with this lance. Seemed like it came out of nowhere. Your Warhammer strike opened you up to it. And then along the edges, the sandbags that are swinging around in a long arc are now approaching Tura and Muse. So first one on the fireman rolled a 23 to hit the sandbags. So you take 2 damage, Tura.
Current hit points from 8 to 6. Is that right?
Yep. And then the second one goes at Muse, the 23 to hit, and you take 1 damage.
Brutal.
So they're just kind of big old things that just kind of punch you as they go by, kind of knock the wind out of you temporarily. Ugh!
Okay, so who's up next?
Sorry,
Muse?
so where are they coming around from?
So just in kind of a wide arc around the warbot, there's just these whirling sandbags that kind of bob up and down along this other kind of swivel mechanism, and they make a long arc like all around the kind of exterior part of the field here.
So we could
Okay, cool.
we could try and take those out, maybe.
Yep. So Muse, you're up next.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to swing around 10, 15, 20, 25, around to just about here. And then I'm going to get my hands and I'm going to give it a little bit of this type of scenario. And there's going to be a green smoky haze come out at the warbot. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on his ass.
Excellent. Okay. And it has to make a dexterity saving throw, is that right?
I am hoping it is not very dexterous. Hang on, do you want me to click the thing? Oops, wrong one. Sorry. I'll click it. There you go.
Yep. Yep. You would be correct. It is not very dexterous, but it does roll a nat 20.
Well, shit.
So very sorry about that one.
That hurts.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And that, unfortunately, is my turn. That's
All right.
all I got.
So
Tura.
if I use something like Frostbite, will that slow it down as well?
It won't necessarily slow it down, but it will, I guess for purposes of this, it'll kind of jam it up enough that it'll have disadvantage on the first attack it makes the next round.
Okay.
Basically what Frostbite does.
And so where it says attack DC 14.
So that means it has to roll a saving throw
Okay.
and try to beat a...
And how close do I need to be to cast that?
Should be on there. I bet it's like 60 feet or something
60
like
feet.
that.
All right.
I'm sure you're in range.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite and try and gum it up a little bit and
Yeah, 60 feet.
yeah, hopefully help out the boys on the next kind of attack.
Okay. And yeah, what part are you targeting?
The
The sandbags, the
sandbags
lances, or the
brutal.
chassis?
But I might target the lancers.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
because the boys are pretty close. Hopefully they can do some clubbing damage.
Yep. So it only rolls a 12 on its save. So go ahead and click the frostbite.
Frostbite.
button.
Alright,
Now it
I
rolls a
raise
12.
my hand like this and I thrust it out in front of me and cast a frostbite spell. Boom.
Yeah. So rather than the fire coming out from you, you're like pulling the heat from the air, so it gets super frosty over there.
Did that work?
So,
I don't think it worked.
Yep. So it did. So it takes 4 damage.
Oh, cool.
and then it's going to have disadvantage on the next attack that it makes. Zashir.
I'm gonna attack one of the lancy spear thingies with my mace.
Okay. Cool.
Go.
12 is not quite enough. They're a little bit too fast. A little bit too fast for you. See, even if your fairy fire had worked, Muse, it was a 12 either way.
Yeah.
No harm done there.
Man.
All right. Korg, help your brother out.
Smash a lance, Gog!
Honestly. Get us into this mess.
This one wasn't my fault, Gog. It was Dora.
And don't blame me, I'm still hungover.
What? No, I'm not. Oh. Wait a minute. Let me just clear my head for a second before we do this.
Boom.
Damn.
All right. And what were you targeting on that one?
Oh, I'm going at the same thing.
At the chassis?
Yeah, my target. That's all I can see right now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So you deal another blow. So you manage to knock off that same iron plate that you were hammering at before. You splinter even more wood, and it seems to be tilting a little bit to one side now as you're hammering away at it.
Yay, Gog!
Oh, shot Korg. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
All
Got a
right.
headache.
So on the Warbot's turn, it's going to make a lance attack against Zashir, but it's going to have disadvantage because it's been frostbitten. So it only rolls a 12. Actually, it rolls an 11. Rolls an 11, so it's not going to hit Zashir. Against Korg, it only rolls an 8, so I don't think that's going to hit either.
Whew.
The sandbags whirl around, and first against Tura, a 19 to hit,
Oh.
Yeah,
but only does 1 damage to you.
cool. Do your rolls show up somewhere?
They only show up for me,
Oh,
just so that way the players can't see the bonuses.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, I have them on separate buttons, so you guys can see each other's rolls, but the DM rolls are hidden.
Cool.
Yep.
Great.
And the last sandbag only rolls a 6 against Mew, so that's not going to hit either.
Nice. I was going
You
to
guys are managing to
limbo
bob
under it.
and get around the different attacking things.
We're gonna-
Mew, it's now your turn.
Benjamin Collin and Crom the Crusher is back.
All right, help them out, Crom. They got to beat this thing.
Yeah, give us your moral support.
All right, so Muse,
Oh,
what
jump
are
right in.
you going to get one for here?
All right, so did you say that Korg smacked open a bit of the chassis so I can see inside a little bit now?
Yes, you can see behind it there are like some gears that are working and things like that.
Nice.
Smash.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and take out my bow. I'm going to try and shoot an arrow in there.
It seems like a good idea.
Yeah, jam that shit.
And
Mess that shit up. 1 moment, please.
Don't tell the adventurers back, but I'm gunning to moonlight with the resupply.
Okay, yeah, 10 is not quite enough to get past those defenses. It's a pretty small area trying to shoot into those gears. So
Yeah,
you
I think
unfortunately
came
hit
up +4.
lances back off. So that already include. Oh, you didn't get your
I
bless.
didn't get it. It's ticked.
So
It's ticked, I promise.
let me check here.
Don't tell them about these things.
Oh, you have it. You have it checked for your saves, but not for your attacks. So I just turned it on.
Oh.
But go ahead and do /R space 1d4, and we'll add that to the 10.
Roll a 4. Roll a 4.
Oh, jeez.
Classic.
Man, you are not helpful.
Man, I'm so high
worse
right
than
now.
me.
Even though you were #blessed, that was not quite enough to get going here.
In that case, I'm going to... let's see.
#blessed.
I'm going to stay there, man. I'm going to stay. I'm good there. It missed me with the sandbag. I think I've got its timing worked out, so I'm going to stay right there.
So far, so good. All right, son of the fire and comet deity.
Yeah, right.
What is your next move?
So I'm gonna aim for that same small window with a firebolt, and see if I can't mess with some of the internal cogs. So
Okay.
Let's see if I'm on point like I was yesterday, boys.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago.
No.
Actually, with that +4 though, that makes it a 16.
Yeah.
That is enough to get in there. So, boom.
Oh, is that how
It's
you
a-
use blessed? Ah, okay, cool.
So bits of gears and grease start flying out from the interior, right in front of you, Korg. So Korg, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit! Sorry, my boy.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Is that one?
If only you'd broken off like a stone finger and biffed it in.
Okay, so Korg, oh, you didn't have your bless thing check. So can you type in /R space 1d4 for me? Two. So that puts you up to 9. 9's not quite enough. So the grease sprays right into your face. So for the next round, you are blinded.
He loves it when it sprays in his face.
All over his face, neck, and chest.
You are blinded for the next round.
That's
But
a
at the end of
slippery
your
rock,
turn,
man.
blindness will go away. All right, Zash.
Let's try it again.
All right, do something
Gotta get
useful,
it.
tiny kid.
I'm carrying the money. That's useful.
Throw some coins into it.
That's why you're not hitting anything. You have like the chest like under one arm. You're still trying to like bash it with your hands.
Heathen says so. He spits, not swallows.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna hit one of these lance things this time. It's gonna happen.
Seriously?
So you overshoot it. You like spin around, do a 360, and come right back to where you were. Did I do it, Corb? Did I do it?
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Corb, on your turn, you are blinded, so you can still attack it, but you have disadvantage on attack rolls because you are blinded.
Hey, Korg. Your parents should have stopped at 3.
He is the third, though.
I thought he was the
I
4th.
know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
So what do you need me to do?
Attack!
Yeah, you can
Kill
still
the
attack. You just have to
dog!
take the lower of the two numbers. You have disadvantage since you're blinded.
10.
So that means, yeah, you have to use the 9 + 1. So on a 10, that's not enough to hit. But at the end of the round, you're able just to kind of wipe the grease away from your eyes, be like, oh, fuck me, that felt terrible. But you can see it again.
Good for the skin.
Again?
Aim better next time, Tudor.
But the good news is that since it only lasted to the end of your turn, you're not blinded when it comes around to the Warbot's turn, because it's going to start hucking some lances your guys' way. So first one at Zashir, 17 to hit Zashir.
17.
Yep. So you take 4 damage from the wood lance,
Ouch.
and then Korg, a 19 to hit you for 1 damage.
1?
Yep,
That's
1
all right.
damage. Yep. So, since you were able to smash some of those gears the last round, the sandbags are not able to pick up momentum, so their attack bonus is going to be the same this round. So against Tura, only a 5. It rolls a nat 1 on the
Gangsta.
sandbag, and the sandbag against Muse rolls a 12.
Tight.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are good. All right,
You're
Muse.
welcome.
Kick his
You're
ass,
gonna
dude.
sing it.
Oh, and Zashir, since you got hit, I need you to make a Constitution save to make sure you can maintain your concentration on bless.
Oh, Constitution.
Roll good, damn it, Zash.
Hang on, I'm trying to find
You're
my.
good.
Okay, you're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
You maintain your concentration, so everybody else is still blessed.
Clutch, bro, clutch.
I may not be able to attack much, but I can keep it going.
Yeah, you just hold that box of gold, huh?
Yes, Gog.
Serious.
All right, Muse. What you doing, my friend?
All right. Because I saw Atura do his little frostbite, and that worked quite nicely, I will follow suit and I will do the same.
All right. So it rolls a 13.
I think it's 14. Sorry, man.
14, I think it's the DC.
14. Yeah.
That is for you. Okay. So it's going to take 5 cold damage.
Yeah,
So,
boy.
yeah.
Hit something. Woo.
Not
And
many.
since it's frostbitten, it doesn't spit out any more grease. It actually slows down the grease a bit. So some of the internal mechanisms are slowing down a little bit, so the sandbags won't function quite as well the next time they come around.
Good.
Cool.
All right.
Is this the timed? Do we have a time limit to defeat this thing, or?
No, it's just until it knocks you out or you knock it out.
Right.
Okay, so
So it's only been about 30 seconds of real time here in the battle, because each round only lasts 6 seconds. So Turoa.
so if I land a decently placed witch bolt on the internals of this thing, and it comes off, does that mean it auto hits the next time?
Yeah, as long as you have concentration on it. So that's the only other thing I didn't discuss with you guys is, so concentration just means that you can maintain the effect of a spell, but while you're concentrating, if you take damage, you have to make a con save to make sure that you can maintain concentration. And if you cast another concentration spell, it overrides the first one. So you can only be concentrating on one spell at a time.
So where's the concentration check?
It's just a Constitution saving throw. Is a concentration check.
Oh, you just click Constitution?
Yeah, in the saving throws box. So right next to your stats.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll get there when we get
I'm gonna try and cause some lightning damage to this thing because
Yeah.
I feel that it's about to teeter, so we're gonna
Do it.
use a witch bolt and fire it at the tiny opening again.
Cool. Right at the chassis. Okay.
Cast at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Boom. All right.
Oh, nice.
So a jolt of electricity flows into this machine, and it starts wobbling and going a little bit crazy. So the lances seem like they pick up a little bit of speed, even though they're wobbling to either side at that point. The crowd oohs and ahs as they see this bolt of lightning arc out from Turoa, and then it just kind of paste itself onto this warbot as you're just palpitating the shit out of it with your lightning.
Just quietly, if it explodes, you boys that are close might be in a bit of trouble, right? Considering if the grease fired out into your eyeballs before, I'd hate to see what happens when the whole thing falls over.
Yeah.
I'll find out. Don't hurt me.
You'll definitely find out.
All right, Mr. Zash, go for it.
Hashtag Palpatine that shit. Palpatine.
Right. I'm hardly sick. Oh, hang on. I need to take that off. I am hardly sick of losing. So, I'm going to burning hands the crap out of this thing.
Ooh, all right.
Where exactly are you putting your hands?
Somewhere hot.
Do you feel
I think away from you, I'm going to assume, Cord.
It's not at you, Korg. Because
I think you're probably like shooting it kind of off in this direction.
yes, sir. That's where I'm going.
Okay, and it rolls a 5 on its saving throw, so it's gonna take
Get it, Zash.
8 burning damage. It looks like.
Nice.
All right, it's definitely teetering.
How's
It's
that
teetering.
for a burning sensation? Rick and
Doctor,
Morty.
it burns when I pee.
Good. So you guys need some good one-liners here. This is why we have chat. All right, Korg, can you finish the thing off?
Oh, let's find out.
Oh, I feel the burn. I like that one. Go on, you Ben.
All right. Close my eyes.
Yep.
No, then you'll be blinded again. Don't close your eyes. That's how you get blinded. And yeah, 12 is not quite enough. Even with the bless, you just kind of hammer. You hit the armor plate at just the wrong angle, so it kind of just twangs back up into your wrist, and you're like, oh, God damn.
Yep.
So it's gonna try to strike you guys at least one more time. So the lances are just going crazy now with this surge of electricity. So first one,
Thanks a lot, dude.
Good on you, Tura.
Shit.
roll a 5, a natural 1 against Zash. So no luck there. And then
I'm untouchable.
so looks like you guys are safe for right now. The sandbags have disadvantage because the mechanism is all jammed, so they're not able to. It's been frostbitten. So the first one to swing around at Tura has disadvantage. So it only rolls a 6, and then the last one against Muse is only an 8. So good round for you guys.
Shot, boys.
Good
So
result.
now you got 4 chances to take this thing down before it comes around again. So Muse, go for it.
All right. So it's got like a significant opening now where they've been hitting it. Would you say?
Yeah, there's some panels have definitely fallen off the center now, so you can see more gears and little belts and pulley systems and things like that inside that are just going every which way.
Nice. Would I possibly, like, I've got a tinderbox. Would I possibly be able to run up and kind of like use that as some sort of pissy little firecracker and chuck it in there and explode it?
I don't know about explode it. Maybe if you
Set her on
look
fire.
to maybe where like some of the grease is collecting underneath.
Yeah.
We'll make that
I'm not
like
a fan of that plan.
We'll make that like an acrobatics check, I think.
Oh shit, that's bad. Acrobatics. Oh, that's not the worst. All right. Just gonna click acrobatics. Go. Okay.
Not bad.
With a 14.
Hey, do I get a bless on that thing or not?
No, because that's a skill check, not an attack
okay.
roll. Okay, so go ahead and move up next to it.
All right.
I'll just move your token there. So you see Mizuki go sliding underneath this thing to where there's a puddle of grease that's forming, and he goes in. He's trying to light it on fire, and he gets like a couple of sparks that are off there, but he doesn't manage to ignite the main kind of grease part. He can't quite reach it. He mistimed his jump and didn't slide like all the way down there. You're like, oh, I thought there would be more slide on that mud. My bad.
Power slide in.
Oh, you do set a little bit on fire, but not the main body of the grease. So it's going to take a little bit of damage, but not much.
Can I use that fire just to light my blunt?
Yeah, we'll call that a bonus action on your turn. Yeah, All right. Turoa.
So I'm gonna keep the witch bolt surgeon, right?
Yep. So you can use your action just to do it. So go ahead and hit the witch bolt again, but it doesn't matter what you roll. It's just the only relevant thing is the damage.
Okay. Submit.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It would have been nice rolls anyway. So with a mighty surge of crackling lightning going through this thing, describe to me how you disable the great warbot that stands before you.
Well, so I send a surge of lightning bolts from my fingertips into the opening, and the gears seemingly pick up more traction, but it's way more than they were designed to kind of hold on to, so they're shaking and rattling, and the thing speeds up faster and faster, and the thing starts to break apart as electricity arcs between all of the metallic components, and it seems to send the wood splintering as well.
Yeah, so wood splinters, gears start flying off random directions. One of the sandbags gets tossed far off into among the tents, sending some people running. The others of them, the lances, just end up like falling off as they are moving around you. So
One
the
impales
warbot,
a turkey that's seemingly running through the
What was the kid's name again?
Lemmy.
Yeah, Lemmy.
Lemmy.
Yeah, much of Lemmy's chagrin.
So the warbot has stopped in its tracks. It has no more attacks. But the thing is just like spinning around like crazy, and Sirocco is saying, "Oh, what on earth? I can't even get this thing to stop." Until another halfling who's up in a tent over here, she runs into the pit and just kind of is rolling her eyes, just sort of shoves Sirocco out of the way, and jumps underneath the warbot to jam something in between a couple of the gears, and the whole thing just shuts down all of a sudden.
Take that, Warbot! Ba-boom!
So she sticks it right up there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the place.
And then it instantly goes limp.
I'm done.
So,
And then Korg gets some in the eyes again.
so Rocco, who is just utterly dismayed by what he's just seen, is shocked for a good 10 seconds, but then manages to catch his breath and says, "Oh, they did it! They beat the warbot, folks! A round of applause for our brave heroes."
Yay!
Fucking rule.
Go ahead and clear the initiative order. He says, so I believe there was the matter of some payment. So I did promise 5 to 1 odds against you, and you did such a great job. So I'll make sure you get your 25 gold to be paid out to you for defeating the great Sirocco Lohar's warbot. But don't worry, folks. The next time, I'll make it bigger. I'll make it faster. I'll make it better. They won't beat it the next time.
$6 million Warbot. Let's go.
So you guys earn your 25 gold. So you can divvy it up however you like.
20 goes to Tura.
Well, maybe
What?
10 needs to go to Tura.
Look, I'd be happy. We're a team, right? We're a team, and I couldn't have done it without the moral support of my team. So I reckon we just
Moral support.
we just go. Well, Zash was in
Moral
there
support.
swinging his weapons, doing whatever, and you were in there taking one in the eyes for the team. So, so what do you reckon?
Without one busting shit off, you wouldn't have had a friggin' opening to aim at.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, and then you did fuck all for the rest of the time. So let's.
Friggin' aim.
So what do you reckon, fellas? We split this 4 ways. We take this booty and we rock this town.
Sounds good.
I don't do maths
Okay.
so good, but how
So
does
yeah, everybody can add 6 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper.
like that?
So 6 gold, 18. What was it? 6 gold, 2 silver.
2 silver and 5 copper.
Nice.
Yep. So you guys are feeling good. Maybe a couple bruises here or there, but feeling nice with a pocket full of gold coins now.
Oh,
So they're
Rich.
getting ready, cleaning up little bits of the warbot here and there that have been strewn across the field, making sure that nobody steps on a splinter or gets choke slammed onto some loose gears or anything like that for the next wrestling event that's about to start. But we've been going for a while here, so I think we might need to call it there for the morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you happen to be watching in the world, and we'll pick up in 2 weeks, fellas. Is that right?
yeah. So
Or are we going to go straight into next week?
well,
I knew that was coming.
look,
You said bi-weekly first, but
yeah, we did, but this has been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think the problem is potentially giving up to basically the weekend for me and DK, because we do the show the day before as well. So maybe we'll have a chat during the week and figure out how much time our wives are willing to let us not be present for.
we will either be back next week or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll put a message up if you haven't already. Join the Discord. Let me just grab the the thingy, and I'll put it in the chat.
Yep. So you can add it to our Discord. You can like the Resupply on Facebook, and if you haven't already, give our Twitch channel a follow. We are bringing all kinds of weird content, but we'll be doing D&D hopefully about every other weekend, if not more often. But I certainly had a great time too.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It's
been good fun.
I gotta say, like for my first ever D&D session, I had a bit of fun. I had some fun, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good times, guys. So
Thank you,
thanks
guys.
to everybody who tuned in. I'm impressed that we had so many people participating in chat, and we will see you the next time around.
Yeah, we
for
appreciate
more fun at the fair.
Thanks for everyone who's been here the whole time. I know Heathen, you've been around for a while. Crom, you were in and out
Came and
for a
went.
while.
Glader was in there for ages.
Glader, if you're still hanging around, man, we appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back. Maybe next week, but
Maybe next week.
Yeah,
Maybe the
Maybe
week
next
after.
yeah.
Yep. All right. Peace out,
That
everybody.
was good fun.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, guys.
See you, everybody.
I've been throwing daggers in the night. I've been chasing all the stars, stealing all their lights. The cut so sharp, cut so deep. If they seem to hit their target, it must be what we reap. 'Cause you don't know what I know. You don't feel the way I feel. All these places I wanna go makes me wonder if my looks could kill. I've been throwing daggers in my dreams. If they seem to hit their target, it's harder than it seems. 'Cause you don't know what I know. 'Cause you don't feel the way I feel. In all these places I wanna go makes me wonder if my looks could kill.